So, last we left off, y'all had made your way to the Crossroads Inn, had a nice couple days worth of travel. Uh, Everyone got some nice gifts while they were there. Corin got a fun little letter from his order. Songshen got a not at all
A
cryptic
summons.
letter from Shade. Um, since your current orders are to kind of sit still and lie low until your superiors realize how big of a kind of shitstorm might be coming down on them due to Shade leaving a very important noble son in a cellar surrounded by bad guys. Uh, you decide to go on a very convenient side quest, which was rumors of a dragon attacking travelers on the road coming up from the south. And turns out the rumors were kind of true as you investigated it, found what seemed like a band of bandits, and one of them turned into a dragon. There are also three very creepy, cult like priest looking people who, on their turn, uprooted a small sapling that seemed to be bearing some budding but unknown fruit, and they promptly disappeared, leaving you alone with the other more normal looking bandits and the dragon. And that is where we are now. So, we ended with Songshen, which leads us into the Gauntlet of Enemies turn. So, this
Good.
bandit is going to, who is standing in front of Corin, take a swing at him. And I believe that is going to hit. That is a 24 to hit you, Corin.
Oh yeah, that's. I think that'll hit. You bitch.
You're supposed to just say no. He
That's
doesn't know
okay.
the numbers.
Yeah, I guess I would give you asking permission. No, it doesn't hit.
Yeah,
No, yeah, fuck you.
yeah.
No.
Call me a liar.
Smash,
Tell me I
smash or
don't have an
pass?
AC of
Pass.
25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm wearing leather armor and my dex is shit, but you can't tell me I don't have an AC of 25. That
Yeah,
is
there's no way for you to chat.
It says right here on the
four
sheet.
four slashing damage. So
Okay.
not too bad. This guy had already never mind. Oh god. Oh, this guy's so stupid, but he's gonna do it. I need a dex save from Corin and Fenrir.
Oh wait, never
Yes.
mind. 17. I thought it was a 2. I was like, fuck.
Okay. That guy's gonna save as well.
It was just four slashing damage.
Yes, four slashing damage.
Okay. So 2, because I am raging.
Yes. Yeah, if you're raging, then that's half to two.
No.
Got a 18 on the saving throw.
Okay. So you both pass, so you're gonna take half of this damage.
Uh-oh.
So you both take 2 fire damage.
Oh.
I
Is there
roll.
another shoe?
Nope.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's what happens when you roll 3d6 and your total is a 5.
Nice. Like 2 fire damage and 77 psychic damage or some shit.
No. These guys are clearly not just bandits, but they are not mind flayers or anything.
Right. Right.
All right. And I don't think these guys 5, 10, 15, 20. I think he can get here. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. Let's do this. Fenrir, this is coming at you. That's an 8 to hit. Corin, that is a crit.
Oof.
Apparently, I don't know why, but Priest has pissed me off. So
I guess.
On the hold on, never mind. Which one crit?
the one shooting Corin, who would be. Oh, I was about to hover over OBS like you'd see that. Can I ping? Yeah, this guy.
Hold on, I think my range on that's 60. If my range is 60 feet on the thing I want to do. It is. Can I silvery barbs the crit?
No.
No.
Fuck you. I
Yeah.
don't want you to.
What is funny is I rolled a 19, so I still hit him, but you did manage
Oh.
to successfully take my crit away from me.
Victory.
This is 6 piercing damage, halved to 3.
All right. I was saving that for when the dragon attacked me. So you better like that.
I do like that. Thank you, Travis.
I'm going to roll this in front of everyone. What is it? A 2. The dragon does not get its breath attack back, so I would like a luck check from Lorazis and Songshen.
Oh
No.
Oh no. It's just like a straight D20.
Off the dragon left.
Yeah, what do I actually roll for that?
Just a d20. Spoiler alert, you want to roll higher than Travis.
Okay.
Off the dragon left.
Oh, my fucking
We're gonna
chat
come
won't open,
back.
so I can't see what. Okay.
He rolled a 15.
Please. For once, that is not what I wanted.
Oh, so close. Okay.
I should get more
Victory.
points for that because I'm nicer.
Okay.
Ah, you fucking bitch.
I honestly, I'm not going to say I can't miss, but I honestly shouldn't.
Please, if you do, you could very easily do triple my health. Probably, maybe.
I don't think
it's
so.
a multi-attack 5.
It's
Like, I
just-
think
Yeah, he just gets a single attack, but I need to roll
you're
a
so fine.
4 or higher to hit you. Now,
I love naps.
which I did get a 6,
yes.
so that's a 12
She
to
did have
hit.
this. She does have shield of. Wait, what was the?
I think she had Shield of Faith from you, yeah?
Yes.
I think it's still only went up to 12 though.
Was
My
your
AC is
10?
10.
Oh no.
Why is your AC 10?
She's got no
sorcerer.
dex.
Squishy.
Oh.
I'm just barely above a corpse.
Me
You
laughing at
guys
her
know
with my AC 11.
Travis, I know where you sleep.
Really pushing it, Trav.
So, Songshen, you take 12 piercing damage as this dragon bites down on you, and 4 fire damage. So, I think you're still safe. And just for shits and gigs, he's going to toss you.
Oh,
There.
wait, I can apparently do a thing. Hang on. I can make a charisma saving throw. On a success, you instead drop to 1 HP. Okay.
Oh, would you have
what is
died?
DC 5 plus the damage taken, so I would have to roll a 17. And yes, of course I would have died. I have 5 HP.
Why'd you
Roll
only
a
have
17.
5 HP?
Roll a 17. That's not a 7. Okay, fuck it, I die. No.
You're unconscious. You're not dead.
Yes, yeah. But I have Strength of the Grave, which if I had rolled better,
You would not have been unconscious.
I would have been able to continue running away.
That is a little fun addition.
Yeah,
So,
it's fine. I could take a nap.
anyways, Songshen is Fenrir. You're a little bit preoccupied. Someone shot fire at you. Crossbow bolt pinged off your armor. Um, didn't really do a lot of damage to you that round, but people are definitely focused on you. But out of the corner of your eyes, you do see this dragon chomp down on Songshen and just toss her little ragdoll unconscious body onto the ground.
Rude.
And it is now your turn.
So that means my shield of faith is still active. Right?
I suppose, yeah, just because she's obviously, it's not doing much right now, but if she pops back up, I don't see why she wouldn't have it still. Because you're still up.
There's a guy south of me.
Yes.
A guy diagonals me. Which one is hurt the most?
The guy directly in front of Corin has been hurt more. I think he was already wounded, and then he was the one that both Songshen and Larazis firebolted before we stopped last week. So, the other one, the only damage he's taken was to himself when he tried to set y'all on fire.
Right. The one that is south of me.
You want to attack the one that's south of you?
Yes.
Okay. Go for it.
So that is going to be
What number did you say?
that was a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit. That
Yes.
does not quite do it. It kind of scrapes against his leather armor.
Balls.
Travis, did you give Cora an advantage when you gave the bandit disadvantage, or who did you give that to?
Advantage would have been given to probably Fenrir or Corin. Probably Corin.
So,
Whoever was acting next.
well, we can kind of go back in time briefly between the two of you if you want to decide who has advantage. Fenrir might be able to re-roll his attack to see if he can hit this guy.
I think that he should have it then.
All right. So, Fenrir, you have been granted advantage from the time when Larazis stole my crit. So, you have one more shot at this guy.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. The base roll was 18 plus 4.
That'll do it.
Well, when it hits, I'm going to expend a spell slot for Divine Strike. So 1d8. Find it. Hey. So 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
Now,
And then you said you were smiting him?
Yes. That is an additional 8 divine damage. Radiant damage. Can you hear me?
Alright, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that was 10 slashing,
was
8
good.
radiant. That was a fair chunk of his health. He does not look quite as hale as he was before. Oops. So, yeah, he's almost on par with the guy immediately in front of Corin, who, speaking of, is, well, I guess you technically still have your bonus action and movement if you want to do anything else, Fenrir.
And if I try to move, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Correct. And I roll
I'll
pretty
risk
well,
it.
so.
I'll risk it.
Alright.
I'm going to go up to, try and go up to Sanction.
Alright. He may have actually hit you. This might be a first for me. Hitting Fenrir with a melee attack. That's an 18 on the die for a 24 total.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But he's definitely not going to drop you, so 5, 10, 15, 20. We're kind of doing just not quite difficult terrain. It's like when I give those hunters half of crossbow expert. What is a scimitar? Almost rolled a d8. That would have been unfair. That is 7 slashing damage to you, Fenrir.
7.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're
I'm
about
dipping down.
within 10 feet of Songshen.
Sanction.
Yeah.
Okay. Dipping down to my single digit spell soon. I do not have anything else.
And that will bring us to Corin. I don't remember, Fenrir, do you still have your lay on hands pool? Or did you have you already? Okay. I know a lot of stuff has happened, so I didn't know if you had already used it to bring yourself back up or anything.
No. Well, I used it on myself earlier, but no, technically I used it on someone else.
Yeah, I think you healed Corin for a
Pretty
bit.
sure you used it on me. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, allergies. I'm about to just sneeze directly into my stream.
Nice.
Oh no.
And it's like the demon's trying to escape from my body level sneeze is what I do, so it'll it'll be terrible. Anyways, Corin. Fenrir left you to go realistically save Sogshen, but you're currently surrounded by squishy men.
Okay. Well.
Feel free to secure skill.
I'm going to. Let's see. What am I gonna do?
You have
All right.
full permission to kill still.
Oh, good. Okay.
Still securing?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're kill confirming right now. Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right. So Corin's going to drag his greatsword across his arm and activate his radiance, whatever the fuck it's called, the radiant damage, whatever. I'm gonna take 1 hemocrap damage. Now my sword's on fire and doing the radiant damage. All right, and I'm gonna take a swing at homie right in front of me there.
Go for it.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a 20 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay, awesome. 2d6 plus 3. Oh, son of a bitch! Just trying to hit myself in the face with my dice there. That's
Ugh.
I'll do
7
that.
plus 10 plus 10 plus 3 plus 2. 15 damage.
He's so dead. Yeah.
All right.
I'm assuming this was horizontal.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's cut a head off. Let's do it.
Yeah. So this doesn't stack with your other temp HP, but you can replace. Because I feel like you have some left over still. I don't think I've gotten
I have
through it.
3 left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can roll another 2d6 to replace the 3.
Okay. Cool. So just replace the 3 completely with
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't stay. Okay, I got it. All right. So I rolled 10. So how's that? How do I do? Okay. Got it.
So,
Cool.
Getting 10 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
I know, right? Thank God.
Corin's in a pretty decent spot right now.
Yeah.
All
He
right. So
sent
I
some of
mean,
those temp hit points to me.
right.
Or to an assumption.
So I think you have your movement left over, right?
Yes.
So, and you've got space. You can pretty much go any direction you want to.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna. I think I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Do you want to close with the guy to the south of you?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
fine. Let's do
the guy
that.
to the south, he was the one that I hit with Ray of Frost, right?
Yeah. Let's go.
I think that guy died immediately. That was the round where it was Ray of Frost from you,
Fire from the
Firebolt
crossbow.
from Corin,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then Shatter from Songshen. And
Yeah, he got there.
it was just that guy never had a chance to do a single thing.
Yeah, that sounds
Anyways,
good. I'm just gonna run up to that guy's face, blood still slinging down my blade, and just fucking snarl at him.
you're just looking terrifying.
Yes.
I'm so scary.
And then to the person that it's possible none of my enemies have in-game seen, Duchess.
Sneaky little bitch. Oh,
Sneak steps,
do.
Like, if the dragon knew where you were, you're the one he would have attacked. Because I think your arrow did like 30 damage to him.
I think so, but also I still have pass without a trace up too.
Oh, so I also get a +10.
Yeah, you also get a +10.
Even though
You
I'm
don't even know
not.
I am.
Still,
You just all of a sudden you're like, I feel a lot more stealthy for some reason. I must be within 10, 30 feet of Duchess.
technically, we're all still within 30 feet of touches.
If Fenrir
Except
were
for,
also a paladin, druid, rogue, ranger, bard lock, he could bonus action healing word and then hide.
No, I don't think that works.
Okay, so the question is, do I have sneak attack?
On who? But
The
the
dragon.
answer is yes. You're fully hidden, so you'd be getting advantage on the attack on
So I
anything
just
you
see an
choose.
arrow fly out.
It's possible you might see the most of Duchess because you are technically right next to her.
I reach out and I grab it. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Just
You
a hand from the
scared.
bush.
You scared
Oh shit!
me to
Hi.
death again.
Not a crit, but a 19 plus 6,
That would
which
do it.
is
Yeah. 25.
25. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's what 2d6 plus 3, or plus another 6. So that's 3d6 plus 6. Okay. Question is, do I want to? Not quite yet. Yeah.
What was that?
You don't want to
Something
know.
go.
So 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage.
He's so mad at you, and he doesn't know where it keeps coming from.
That's gonna immediately hide again.
Honestly, he
He
might.
saw where it comes from and it thinks
Yeah.
it's me.
There's no real reason to think of the the suit of armor wielding a longsword and a shield to have just randomly shot him with an arrow.
He's
But
like, how is he doing that?
that is the direction it came from.
I do have a, actually I don't have a gun. So
I'd
close
like to
enough.
take another, large step of like 15 feet to my right, theoretically out of where if he looked in my direction and blew a thing of fire, I would be out of his cone.
I'm just gonna kind of keep putting you into, because like the fun thing about this is like anyone who finds themselves next to Duchess will see her. She's just hidden from like everyone because she just keeps finding like the crevices in the ground from like these people destroying this area of the grasslands, and just digging down into it. So it's like if you ever find yourself on top of her, you will see her. Unless
Like,
she's doing the Frodo and Sam Gamgee
I'm
cloak from Two
fully
Towers.
I'm fully pulling the Sam Gamgee thing.
But
Hell yeah, cloak is over.
she's definitely just invisible from everyone who has like looking at her from the horizon view. Like even the dragon who can fly looking down probably won't see her.
Do you want me to roll stealth, or are you just giving up on me rolling stealth for this shit?
I would love the idea of you getting a nat 1, but that's literally the only way. Like with the 2, you have a 21.
At least.
So
I think.
it's
Yeah, 9 plus another 10, yeah.
I don't think you need to roll. Like you can just be hidden, because I don't really want to turn your turn into just a chance at you rolling a nat 1 and failing. So we're just gonna say you have at least a 20 for
Just
your
consistently,
stealth, and
consistently
that's
hidden.
gonna beat pretty much everyone's passive. I will say, so if you don't want to roll, we'll call it a 21. So if anyone wants to specifically look for you, that'll be the number they try to beat. But anyone not specifically looking for you are not going to see you, because no one has a passive over 20.
I rolled anyways just to see on like my most.
20.
So I rolled anyways just to see on like my sassiest dice.
Oh god.
Would we like to guess what I got? And I'll give you 2 guesses, and it's not a nat 1.
A 10.
20.
Yeah,
So that's a 39 stealth check.
at least.
Yeah.
Believe.
The one person who would be looking specifically for you has a +4 to perception. Now, granted, he does have blind sight, but he would have to know enough of where you are to land within 10 feet of you to use it. So you're hidden. Yeah,
I'm gone.
That's
There's no chance of me finding
That's
her
not a
because
thing.
I can't even get above a 21.
Well, you were standing right next to me at some point, so you probably. If I knew it was you, I probably wouldn't have cared or like reached out and touched you to make sure you wouldn't step on me.
Yeah, it's very possible that
To make sure,
you would
'cause I felt
have
bad to getting stepped on.
been like briefly startled from her popping up to shoot the dragon again, and then you take a second look and she's just gone again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for that brief moment, you were able to see Duchess, so call it a win. Anyways, that brings us to our very visible yet pretty hale Larazis.
That fucking bitch.
Things were looking pretty down for him
until Sing Shin took the hit for me.
Yeah.
Respect.
you.
I'm gonna move to here as my action. Of all of the people around Corin, is there one that's more sturdy than the others, or are they all pretty not sturdy?
The one directly in front of Corin is the least sturdy. The other two that have been using crossbows have not really entered combat yet. So if you're looking for a sturdy one, either of these two.
The red one with the crossbow. I want to shoot with a firebolt.
All right.
That is a 19 to hit
That'll do it.
and 10 damage.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Coming back.
All right, and now I want to cast a second level healing word on Fenrir as a bonus action.
Why are you casting on me?
I don't know. Nampa, can you
closest to the dragon.
confirm if
'Cause he
that
hates
works
me.
on you?
Oh, doesn't
Healing
healing
word.
It is Song
No.
Shin, isn't it?
No,
It's down
it does
right
not
there.
work on me.
Yep.
Oh, then I'll
We
bring back
actually-
Song Shin.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No,
Healing
you
word.
keep it.
We discussed
You
this.
fucking
Healing word
asshole.
does not work. Only
Does
lay on
healing magic
hands.
only that
So,
you're prepared to die, right?
yeah.
What
Um,
what doesn't work? What doesn't work on Fenrir?
No healing magic outside of his lay on hands.
What?
Lay on
If
hands,
you-
and I have to use a
Like,
spell slot of mending.
Yeah, I was gonna say and or mending.
If you
That
have
is
the
basically
Yeah,
mending
that's
cantrip, you can, because mending is basically spare the dying for Fenrir. So if you have mending, you can spare the dying on him, or you can burn a spell slot and it basically becomes cure wounds. But we haven't yet figured out a way to ranged heal the construct in your party.
Gotcha. Then it will go to Sanction then for 4 health.
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, see, I knew she wasn't going to appreciate the small amount of health.
I fucking hate you so much.
Did you switch it to a first level spell for her, or is that?
Nope, second level.
Oh
Ooh,
god.
okay. I appreciate a little bit more.
Did we ever put any
It's
health
4 health.
potions
I
in my
rolled 2
inventory?
ones and it's +2.
No, we
It's
did
fine.
not. If you tell me you want to use,
Uh.
I'll say you have at least 2. So if you
Okay.
want to use one, you'll be allowed to. But no, there were things that I should have done, and I did not.
Well, in fairness, I completely forgot about it until literally this moment because we discussed that last week. I think before I threatened to fuck Travis's mom or Loraz's mom.
Hey, she's a nice lady.
I think you'd have a better chance with my father, to be honest.
Well, we
Wait.
covered that too.
Yeah.
We did.
He's not super partial. But yeah. What's the word that you bring Song Shen up with?
Oh my god, I'm a dumb bitch.
Why are
Hey,
you dumb
guess who
bitch?
has shield?
It's,
And I totally forgot about
it's gonna be like a thing where I'm just like, thank you so much for taking the dragon's attention.
it. You garbage man.
I just appreciate your efforts.
I-
Thank you.
Absolutely love that. Travis last round fire bolted for minimum damage and healing worded himself for maximum health, and then this round fire bolted for maximum damage and healed Songshen for minimum health.
That feels in character, yeah.
Just
It does.
Travis's virtual dice is sassy this round, but yeah, you get a nice little message of thanks for being the one the dragon decided to chomp on. Here's some health.
The thing is, Sunshine would be fine with that. It's Fig that's mad about it.
You're like, yeah, that's fair.
It's fine.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Am I, just to double check real quick before I have my turn, am I within touching distance of the dragon? For the dragon?
No, he threw you away.
Oh, like,
I
would
don't know
he
if he
get
threw
a
me away.
opportunity attack? No, yeah, you're like
Okay, so
10, 15 feet
I
away.
love that for me.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be fun, you chomp down on someone and you kind of toss them to the ground and
It's
forget that
extremely
healing
rude,
magic
yeah.
exists, so.
Yeah.
This dragon is a baby. He's dumb. It's fine.
He's a baby dragon. He's an adult man. He should know these things.
Well, he's an idiot then.
Yeah.
He's a baby dragon, but he's an adult man. Oh fuck.
It's a thing that can happen.
I'm
Sure,
half
sure.
baby, half adult. Depends
Sure.
what I'm physically doing today.
He's on the first book of Animorphs. He's learning how to be a dragon.
Oh no! Get out!
He
Depends on
doesn't know
much I'm
how
planning
it
on
works
drinking
yet.
that day.
Oh my god.
But yes, you are not in opportunity attack range if you want to literally
Okay.
do
It is
whatever
my
you
turn,
want.
isn't it? I didn't just like jump ahead.
No, it is your turn.
I missed half of that.
Oh, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I was like, and with your turn, you're going to.
I mean, I'm gonna fucking run away. I'm just gonna run directly. Oh,
If
I
he
was there.
hits you again, I do have silvery barbs up.
Yeah.
And I am now close enough.
What does that do exactly?
I'm
It
just
gives
gonna go
them
here.
disadvantage on the roll, and I get to give someone within 60 feet of me advantage on their next roll.
Gotcha.
Cause fuck this guy. Oh wait. Wait, hang on. I don't know what spells I have.
Good start.
That is a good start because I definitely thought I had a thing that I don't have. Hang on.
Is it bad that I could tell you what spells you have?
No,
Yes.
you just have problems. I'm gonna cast Shatter on the dragon because fuck that guy. Please make a con save.
Gladly. And what do I add to that?
Oh, you bitch.
Shit. Okay.
Nothing, please.
Oh, it's minimum +4.
So he has got a +5 to con
Yeah. He's a dragon.
for 13.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh.
Small number.
Oh.
Very tiny number.
What?
What number did you roll?
13.
Oh, you fail! Yay!
So he takes 20 damage.
Uh-huh. And I think he gets knocked over.
That's Thunderwave, not Shatter.
Was it? Okay, here.
That wave is coming, right?
Oh, okay.
Shatter's the cube.
No, Shatter's a sphere for some reason.
Is it?
Yeah.
Keep getting us mixed up.
Yeah, it is a weird one. Oh, I think it's because it's a sound thing. So just sphere of sound kind of makes sense, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm over here now.
A sphere of sound.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna make me have to make decisions, and I don't like that for me.
Don't you just don't. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, if she wants to,
Sorry?
like, the amount of finding out is based on the amount of fucking around.
I didn't even fuck around that much.
You
So I don't
shattered
need
the
to find
dragon
out
you tried
anything.
to run away from.
I run away from the dragon, but there's somebody more threatening than
God
me.
damn it.
I'm a corpse.
Okay, so
I'm a corpse.
the first guy is going to miss you, Corin, but then I'm going to need 2 dex saves from you as this guy steps over his buddy's corpse.
Headless corpse.
Still just spurting blood on the ground.
Oh,
All right.
Wait,
So
did you cut off both of their heads?
yes, you said two deck saves.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one's a 15.
Okay, so you pass that
And
one, and you take
the second one is a 9.
6 fire damage. And
6.
then 3, You fail the second one and take 10 fire damage, so 16 fire damage total. And
Where's your home? May have to go back over there.
I am currently at 21 hit points.
Okay, you're not too bad.
Not yet.
yeah, I think I finally got rid of his temp HP and then did a little extra.
Yeah, I believe you did 6 points of actual damage after my temp was gone.
That's always nice to hear. 6 points of actual damage.
Listen, buddy.
Okay.
You guys say that to me all the time.
So we're going to roll
you
this
did do
one.
damage against me too, so.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Does he get his breath attack back?
He got his breath attack back.
Shit. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
And I think this is probably going to result in his death, but he's going to fly over and land in front of the person who just did 20 damage to him.
I just yell at him. Fuck off! Please, respectfully, please, sir.
So
I actually have to ask, how big is he?
he's, I don't know, maybe like a large horse. I know like D&D canon, he's not that big, but it's ridiculous for him to be person size. So he's larger than that, but he's not.
He's larger than a
He's not like.
Does he weigh at least 400 pounds?
problem. If he's the size of a horse.
I'd say so.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Then I have a plan.
Oh.
So, and I'm sure it's probably going to work, realistically. But in the meantime, I need a deck save from Songshen, and
I don't wanna.
oddly enough, he's going to completely by accident hit Duchess. So
What?
I need a deck save from you as well.
He's
I
fire
failed.
breathing Sunction.
First option, I can. Well,
Because
I'll save you.
Oh, Q. Let's see. What's my dex again?
I'm
19 plus
imagining.
6.
God damn it.
I pass.
Okay, so
Wait. Hold on. Don't I
Do you
have a
have the uncanny dodge?
reaction?
I don't think you can uncanny dodge, but at level 5
yet.
or 7,
Not yet.
you get
7
Can't
is
do
evasion.
it yet.
evasion.
7 is evasion.
Wow.
Yeah.
But still, 19 plus 6, whatever that equals, is my dex save.
So you pass. So that is going to be 14 damage to
I could be an
Duchess.
absolute fucking mad lad.
Wait, that's 14
How much damage to me?
Duchess.
14.
No, I don't know if Duchess you'd like me. I could mad lad the fuck out of this Duchess. I could make you roll at disadvantage and have Sanction roll with advantage.
That would be very mad lad.
That would be so rude.
Realistically, Duchess would still have a pretty decent chance of passing.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
I don't think I can see Duchess, so I'm gonna not do
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
You
there's
can't see me.
Songshen failing doesn't kill her, and Songsen passing doesn't keep her up. So it would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a fun little bit of chaos, but it wouldn't actually accomplish anything.
accomplish anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
'Cause
you
I
all know I'm
think,
fucking there.
yeah. Because you take the full 28 Songshen,
Yeah.
which comes close, but not quite it for
Insta kill.
the bad number.
No. It has to be double the max HP, right?
Yes.
It has to
Okay.
be.
My max is 27, so I would still be good.
The remaining damage once you drop down to 0 has to
be
equal your
to your-
max. So
Yeah.
So it would have had to be 31 damage to get you all the way to death. So it was close, but it was
I
not
would
quite
prefer
there.
to not. Thanks.
Yeah. I would
You
also
are-
prefer to not have you dead. So
I
We're
already did
half
it once.
spirit
we're
Jesus
all
Christ,
doing what we prefer.
I mean,
We're
you can
doing
kill
our
me
best.
if you want.
Just-
My
just-
next character is much less vanilla than Loraz's.
But
It's the price I'm willing to pay.
that is going to be his turn, and I think like he just wasn't thinking clearly because he was a little bit angry because he should have just flown away because he is on death's door. Like he's rung the doorbell. He's asking to be let in. And it's going to bring us to Fenrir.
I'm going to go up to the dragon. And I'm going to attack him.
No way.
That's
oh my
allowed.
God. Oh
Is
my
he?
God.
Are you going to let him do his dumb god shit if he kills the dragon?
Oh shit.
Who's dumb god shit? Oh, would I
But
let
it
him
comes
raise
back.
no. And I mainly
Yeah,
because
16.
Why not though?
well, I'll tell you. Oh my goodness. That
Oh my!
barely hits.
Oh my god. Are you going to tell me it doesn't hit? I was going to be so angry.
It was so close.
Okay, so that is. And I'm using my last spell slot for Divine Smite.
Mood.
That is 8 slashing damage. And 10 radiant damage.
Jesus. Yeah, you see like in a burst of light as you stab into this dragon, it kind of lets out this roar of like intense pain, and you just see it shrink in, and you just got this guy impaled on your sword, and you just kind of, shrug him
Hell
off.
yeah. Good
And
shit,
so-
brother.
I'm just saying, I would judge him less if he brought back a dragon as a zombie, like. Then
I
if he
can't. It has to be a skeleton.
And
skeletal like dragon sounds great.
yeah, theoretically, he could bring back the dragon, but it would just be someone who does not have the means to shift into the dragon.
Yes.
Could just be an undead version of the human adult baby dragon.
Ew.
Ew.
All I can do for right now, Suction, you're going to have to survive until I can.
Fine, I
bless
have
your
advantage on death
undead
saving.
body. Yeah, what?
I have advantage on death saving throws, so I'm
Oh
probably
my
good on
God.
the ground.
She's got a decent chance of not dying out of
Mhm.
everyone else who goes down. Anyways, Corin, you see Fenrir impale this dragon, who then becomes a dead man, who then becomes a dead man on the ground. But you're currently surrounded by 3 very fanatic bandits.
Nice, nice. Which one of them is the healthiest looking?
The healthiest one is the diagonal one to the south. The
He
weakest
is the one.
is directly south, and then in between to the east.
Okay. I would like to stare deeply into the eyes of the healthiest looking one as I cast Blood Curse of the Marked on him.
Okay.
Amplified, which is going to
Nice.
do a damage point against me. That's going to give me that's going to give me advantage on this roll to hit him with my radiantly flaming sword.
Okay. I like it. Do it.
17 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay. 2. It's going to be 2d6. 13 plus 2 is 15. Plus 1. Plus another 2 damage. So 17 damage.
He is not looking great.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to drink one of my health potions that are totally in my belt. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. So 2, 4, 6.
All right. Not too shabby.
That'll work. And that will be my turn.
All right.
Whoop.
And that brings us to Duchess, still hidden, but singed. The dragon is dead, but there are still 3, let's just call it what it is, cult members alive.
Who's the most alive out of them?
The most alive one is the one directly to the east of Corin.
Can I see him? Am I able to shoot him?
Yes, and yes.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're very hidden, so you get advantage, but he's also, all 3 of these are very threatened by Corin, so you would have gotten sneak attack regardless.
Very threatened.
Very.
17 to hit?
That'll do it, yeah.
Only rolled an 11.
Like, if maybe they were normal bandits, these 3 would be fleeing on their next turn. Kind of very threatened.
They weren't fanatics.
Yeah.
I do have one plan.
All things in moderation.
Right?
If
You
we
got
want to capture one alive,
14 points of damage.
14.
Mm-hmm.
He did not enjoy that, but he's still standing.
I'm immediately just gonna pop back into whatever little hidey hole I was in. Maybe take 5 steps to the right or some shit. Just I'm hiding
that's
again.
right. See her pop up next to Songchen and just disappear again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened.
She's.
Damn furry dog.
This
It
is
was
the
very, very
second
hurt.
time in a row that Fenrir has seen just a glimpse of Duchess for the briefest moment that maybe you imagined it. But arrows are flying. She's probably in the fight. You can't quite prove it.
I mean, you can look for the arrows, but
Yeah.
I just imagine like
and I'm like bleeding
furry
too.
dog shitting arrows.
That's weird. Oh well.
Yeah.
Anyways. That dragon seems
worry about
angry
that
for
later.
some reason.
The dragon. What?
What dragon?
I don't
Well,
see a dragon. Do you
The
see a dragon?
dragon's not angry anymore. It's dead.
My favorite kind of dragon, personally.
He
Good
died
dragon.
not knowing wherever the little arrows
The real
kept
question is,
coming
how much are
from.
we going to oversell this to the guy?
A lot.
Oh, the
lot.
dragon was
Yeah, got
huge.
to.
Oh yeah, there was a
Oh, yeah.
dragon. There was a dragon. Yeah, we took care of it. There was some bandits. They had a dragon. It's fine.
It was a
Biggie.
nationalist dragon.
It
Was that not what
maybe a
you wanted
dragon
us to do when you told us there was a dragon? You didn't want us to take care of the dragon? Wires crossed, my man. Sorry.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Oops.
Man, you hear about a dragon and you're just like, fuck, I gotta deal with that shit.
Oh man, I didn't even think a dragon would actually be real. Shit. Oh.
Yeah.
technically it was a cult of
We
dragons,
demand twice
which
the pay.
Yeah.
technically Vader could be considered part of a cult that worships a dragon.
hmm
I mean, there's a fine line, I feel like, between religions and cults in this world. And it's very easy to stumble across it.
We do know that like actual religions generally start out as cults, correct? Everybody actually
Yes.
know that? Okay.
Yes.
Aren't you part of an actual religion?
Actually, I'm technically. I mean,
Just
I would
the
say
little
technically
sigh.
a cult, but at the same time, it's a accepted religion because paganism.
Yeah.
So
But
technically a religion, but like the branch that I'm in is technically a cult because it's
You're
semantics.
too into it.
Thanks.
Semantics.
They're
Fair,
too
fair, fair.
into it.
I feel like the
to be
cult
fair, you
Duchess
can be
came
too into
from
it.
is like a full circle cult. Because it probably did start as one and then just like became an actual religion that then offshooted into a cult
A
that
cult, yeah.
is potentially worse than the one that it started as because it's like a cult with money behind it.
Oh,
Right.
oh my.
So Mormonism.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
no.
like, what if all the heretics from the Reformation created Scientology?
Oh my god.
Gross.
So, who's next on this?
You know, our very serious wizard character, Lorazes.
I thought he was a bard. Now,
He's currently half and half. The next level up, I guess, will determine what he actually is.
oh dear.
He takes his first level in fighter.
He's in a gap year,
Yeah.
guys. It's okay.
I think his father would be very disappointed. He too.
Whomst among
It's a
us hasn't
fighter.
taken a gap year to disappoint our immortal father?
Mm.
I have no earthly idea.
I mean, I don't know that my real dad is immortal, but I definitely took some fucking time off from school.
I know,
Did you
right?
disappoint your dad?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is
None
it?
of my characters have ever disappointed their dads.
I don't actually know if my
Yeah, me neither.
character it has disappointed their father.
How has Aylar?
I don't even technically he was able to remember.
Technically
Yeah, you
by
answer my
existing.
question. I'm curious.
But anyways,
It's his fault though. To be fair,
it's not
Bastard
my
child.
fault he exists.
No,
Well,
no,
it's
no,
my
no,
fault
no.
he exists. It's not his fault he exists.
It's Aylar's dad's fault.
What's happening?
Anyways, Lorazes shoot someone or light someone on fire or play a fiddle. I don't care.
Level
Getting
1
awfully
magic
meta.
missile, one at each of the dudes. How about that?
You're magic missiling each of them.
Yeah, one each.
This
One dice to
motherfucker.
roll for each
Hold
damage.
on.
Boom. 5
Hold
damage to each of them.
Hold on, don't kill them all, please.
Dude, he's gonna kill all three of them. Just watch this
Oh my
motherfucker.
god.
He only kills one of them, but he
Oh,
The
no.
does
diagonal guy?
he does
Oh, that guy. Okay.
decent amount of damage to the two remaining.
As a
But-
bonus action,
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
I don't know. Are you gonna bardic someone? Do you have any left? You haven't used any, I guess.
I haven't used any bardics. No,
Yeah.
I'm going to healing word sanction.
It's
Stop
like
doing that. I can pick myself up.
I'd love
Oh,
for
never
that
mind.
to
I'm
happen.
going to bardic. I'm gonna bardic. Actually, I'm gonna bardic Corin. You got
Yeah, you do
this.
that.
2 left.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are my bardics?
Court, I have a request. Do
Yeah,
not
what's that?
opportunity attack the guy that I plan on doing this to.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like that's not it. Yeah. Don't you
Stop
take this
trying to
away
sit
from
on
me.
Don't worry, I'll save some for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Good. I want to feel like a Sith Lord.
Yeah, you're not being meta if you're shouting across the battlefield to
Yeah, definitely not.
let someone hang in the air briefly.
Oh, he's not going to be just hanging in there.
Yes. Shit. Where was I? So you bardicked Corin, so I need a death saving throw from Songshen.
Yay!
Very chill.
Wait,
And you get advantage.
how do I
on
roll
so.
it from here? Oops.
I thought it was just regular D20.
Yeah, you could just roll 2d20s, I suppose.
It's weird that there isn't a button for it on the sheet that
There
I can
should be a
see.
button, that's fair. But I don't know. There might be.
2d10s.
I have not seen one.
They're not. There might be. I mean,
I rarely ever actually use my D&D Beyond
18.
character sheet.
the
Yeah.
Well, I saved.
the lesser useful or lesser official D&D sites seem to have them. Why wouldn't the official one have one?
I don't know. I might be blind, but I can't
No,
see
you're.
anything.
It doesn't. I've checked. I have characters that have gone down. And
Okay,
I was like, where the heck do I roll this?
Yeah, it's a weird choice, but it's okay. I saved on that one.
Yeah. So that's one success for Songshen.
Mhm.
And then Corin, these guys, again, should be leaving, but instead they're going to be swinging. That's a 22 and a 17 to hit you.
Yeah, both of those hit.
I'm going to make one of those with disadvantage. I'm just going to use all my spell slots. One of those have disadvantage, and give the advantage to Fenrir.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Which one do you want to try to disadvantage? The 22 or
The
the
22.
17? All right. That is a 13 to hit you.
Haha, my AC's 14, bitch.
Okay. So he misses. The other one hits you for 7 damage, halved to 3, because you
3
are still
damage.
raging.
Dope, 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 dope.
Oh yeah, you're a rage. You're a barbarian.
Yep.
The
Yep.
fuck?
He's been raging the entire time.
And the dragon is dead. So that brings us back to Fenrir, who I'm assuming you're death gripping one of these guys.
Yes.
That's a save from me, right?
A strength saving throw.
Okay, well, they're kind of good at that, but I have been kind of rolling well, so I'm due for a bad one. Fuck it. Why not just use the virtual dice, right? Let's see here. You. Strength saving throw. That's a +3 for a total of 5. I'm assuming that's a failure.
That is a failure. And I am having him, because I can move them up, because this is a radius around me. I'm moving him 60 feet into the air.
So just straight up in the air?
Hell
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't quite know how to show that here, but I'm going to say he
There.
is
Safe.
flying. Is flying a conditioned?
No, he is basically grappled.
Okay, we'll do grappled in the air.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, he is. He is 60 feet up in the air.
That's my action.
So you have your movement and bonus action left.
Don't really have anything. No, I don't have anything else I can do. Because I used all my spell plot, so I'm just holding them there.
All right. That brings us to Corin. There is only one guy currently in range
Oh
of you.
man. I just look at him and I'm like, I guess it's just you and me, buddy.
I
And I'm
don't
gonna
know
take
what
a
that
nice-
means.
Gonna take a nice big hefty swing in his fucking head.
Oh.
Alright, it's gonna be 15 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that'll do
Thank
it.
you, ESPN. Yeah? Okay.
Yep. 15 definitely hits.
9 plus 3 is 12.
And I'm not entirely sure, but I think you might be able to minimum damage him down. I
12
could
plus
be
2 is
I could be wrong.
15.
Just go
15,
for the overkill. Split
15
down straight up.
slashing.
So
15 slashing damage and 2 radiant damage.
so dead. And don't forget the 2 rage damage.
I did, yeah, that's, yeah. Yep.
Oh, that was
I
part of
rolled
the
them.
15
Yep.
slashing.
Yes.
Jesus, yeah, he's so dead. So that was 17.
Oh yeah.
He had 6 left.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. Is that
That's
3 heads for you in the same encounter?
Yes.
Yep.
And then
He
you
has
get
3
more
heads.
temp HP from that as well.
Yep. I love this. I love the sword. I love the sword so much.
Man, martial classes
I
are
get a
so
variation of
nerfed.
that. just for the short sword, just to add on to it.
Wait,
Travis, you
Philip, did I
can't
tell
bitch
you
about him when
that
he's not
Jaren
here.
like sat and did the math
Ah!
on Meteor Swarm and was like,
damn it.
"Yeah, see, that's almost as much damage as I was doing." And I went, "Yeah, you could do that once. You get one
Yeah,
of
that's
those."
a 9th level spell slot. Yeah.
While I'm home currently, have the guy grapple into the air. I'm going to go over to Sanction and just give her 10 HP
Ooh,
with my
10.
own
Spicy.
hands.
Thanks.
Just like
He
one of
wouldn't
those things,
let
like with
me help
with
her.
one hand. Technically, I wouldn't let you help her because you used your spell cast on Magic Missile.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
And I also, to be fair, did disagree with this, but
You,
it was.
she disagreed
it was fine.
heavily, and I went, "Oh yeah, well, this
Well,
fine."
fuck you then.
Well, fuck yeah.
But
I don't need your help. I'm a strong, independent woman.
I'm a strong, independent corpse, and I have advantage on his death saving throws.
Well,
Yeah.
now you got 10 HP from
She's-
your undead
She's
friend.
the chorus of a strong, independent woman.
Well, that's the thing, though. I didn't intend to be a woman, and then everybody forgot, and I woman now.
Just
Okay.
that case of sunburned skin.
Everybody was like, "Yeah, it looks like a girl." I was like, okay.
to be fair, I could be wrong, and you can grief me over this. I thought that you were on the fence of whether you're gonna be
I was on the fence, but I think I had decided
femme or
on
non-binary.
non-binary.
I thought you had
But
decided on woman.
no. It's partially because I was fine with you guys not deciding for me, but deciding for me because I didn't want to have to keep reminding 2 different groups of what my pronouns are. So I was
I
like,
would
"Fuck
like
it." The battle can
to.
be saved for Moth because it's more important to the character of
Yeah.
Moth, whereas Sangshan just does not give a shit.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I am girl now. Ta-da!
Very, very official. Am girl.
Yeah, that's how that works.
But yeah, with one hand you heal Songshen for 10. With the other, you just kind of keep dragging this bandit along with you 60 feet up in the air. He's kind
He
of,
can,
I guess, struggling against it and
he
shouting
can struggle.
profanities at you, but
Yeah,
that's about
he can
it.
try to make that check, whether he wants to or not. But he's
What
up in the air
is
60 feet.
what is the official condition he has? Is it grappled?
It is grappled.
So he could break free and fall 60 feet.
Yes,
He could.
he
Just
could.
don't like float him above me. But I like the
Yeah.
idea that I wake up and I just see a guy in the air being real mad. I'm like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Technically, we skipped quite a few people for Fenrir to heal you, but
I mean,
ultimately,
I'm okay with this.
his options right now are, well, let's see what he'd be able to do. He's gonna try to.
Oh,
Yeah, he just like he
Oh, no.
briefly stops struggling, realizing that it's not really working. He's gonna pull out his crossbow and try to shoot you with it, and it just like pings harmlessly against your armor. And he's like, "Fuck you, guy." There's more where that came from, I guess.
I'll
In-
bring him down about 30 feet towards me.
Ineffective. Yeah. So he's now hanging 30 feet off the ground, which is probably still enough to kill him if he actually manages to break out of the grapple. But yeah. So
I'd be able to use Witch Bolt while I'm held up in the air.
so not this. I feel like in general, yes. You're using Channel Divinity, so it's not like you're casting a concentration spell. So I don't see why you couldn't cast Switchbolt. But for this particular round of combat, you've healed Songshen with your action.
Anything else
So
plan on?
everyone else can choose to like pass and let you Emperor Palpatine. This
I was gonna bring him back.
yeah. Well,
With us.
Oh, this is your guy now.
Yeah, I was gonna bring him back to the barkeep. That's proof.
As far as
Oh.
I'm concerned, we're out of combat, so he can do whatever he wants. As
yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That's what
You
I
might
thought.
need some actual bonds to tie him up in, because I doubt he will come quietly. But yeah, you can kind of keep him grappled while your companions tie him up in ropes, and
Yes.
yeah, for pretty much as far as everyone else is concerned, combat is done.
Can I
Yeah, I get-
stumble over to the dragon and just take a fang, a claw, like a scale
He's
or
no longer a
something?
dragon.
He's a
So he's
person.
he's no longer a dragon. So
Oh,
I would like to loot all the corpses.
why don't
I'm
you?
still gonna take at least probably like a
The
tooth or
next
something if he's got a
time we
canine tooth.
encounter a person
If he
dragon,
looks
I
like a
need to
fucking
get
person.
I need to get a scale while they're a dragon.
Well, he's not.
Yeah. Um,
I'm just weird and
Duchess,
I will collect literally anything. So
why don't you give me a investigation check?
me,
Yeah.
I'll also look.
where's my investigation? Come here. 17.
I will help so you can roll with advantage.
Okay. 17.
Okay.
Um, I will say, you don't see like any fangs or like full scales, but you see like some chipped dragon scales of realistically, probably from your arrows going in and piercing it and kind
Taking him
of,
out. Okay.
yeah. So it's not like one of those that I briefly considered being super annoying with it and being like, you find some torn, tattered cloth of like maybe it used to be a dragon scale and then went back to skin particles. I don't know, but yeah. So you find some kind of broken scales from the combat that
Okay.
you can add to your bags.
While I'm at it, can I just take a bone? Whether that be a femur, an arm bone, a rib.
From the person.
From the person, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring this whole person and be like, "Here's your dragon," and throw the person down and be like, "No, trust me, it's a dragon."
He was very dragon-like. Um, and Corin,
I
you
can use this
are
bitch.
looting all the corpses. Unlike other bandits you've run into, not a lot of gold on these people. I'd say
Bastards.
you maybe find about 5 total across the 3 of them immediately in front of you. Oh, there's actually 4. Probably as a whole, you probably find about 10 gold on these people's person. You can
Okay.
rifle through the tied up guys' pockets as well. And you do see like some crates and some chests kind of down here in this area. I'm pinging a part of a map I'm not showing you guys. There we go. Yeah, so
All right,
kind of
cool.
right where the tree was as well.
All right, we'll go ahead and
Is
head
there
over
a
there.
cart that we can load up this stuff?
Yeah, I don't have it on the map, but I described it being dragged through the grasslands from the road, so there technically has to be one.
Okay.
So yes, there is a cart. It's there's no horses or anything or donkeys to pull it, but
Didn't
you could
ride
load it up and
horses.
pull it yourself.
I thought we
Did
rode out this way.
did you ride horses
Horses.
down this way?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't walk.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, I guess. The horses are, I would have to imagine, probably you tied them up not
Away from.
at the
Yeah.
road, but when you decide to start stealthing forward,
Yeah.
as you're following the trail, you probably left the horses behind. So it'd be not a long journey to roll the cart back to the horses yourself, but you'd have to get it started probably, or go grab the horses and ride them over here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyone else wanting to?
I want to check those chests you're talking about.
Yeah. So
I can help with that.
in one, you find two kind of dark iron rods that end with this kind of flame token at the end. Matches the brands you noticed on the bandits' forearms.
Right.
So, realistically, this is what they used for branding them. And given the flames that these people were able to shoot out of their hands, are probably part of some kind of ritual that has uh, kind of strengthened these, what would otherwise be normal bandits. So you find those. In the other chest, it looks like a lot of just personal possessions of probably people that abandoned their carts and fled when they saw a dragon coming. So it's like you see like some changes of clothes, probably some more gold, probably closer to 50 gold total in the chest. And then I should have gotten a list of personal items. Let's call it a pocket watch, maybe a nice looking knife. Uh, like a, yeah, just some various personal effects and about 50 gold worth of coins.
All right. Well, I'll split up the 50 gold amongst all of us, so everybody had 10. And I'll pocket the pretty knife and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, so you've got pretty much all the stuff, and there's probably more things in like these crates that it's probably like some foodstuffs that some, you know, local trader was traveling with, or was just traveling and so had a decent amount of food that he was traveling with, kind of thing. And some other, you know, not like monetary value items, but
Right.
something you'd expect. Probably some more lengths of rope, some like lantern oil, stuff like that. You know, things people would have on them when they're traveling.
Right.
But yeah, you've got all that. You've got the prisoner. We'll pretty much go ahead and say you're allowed to get your horses back and make your way back to the inn, if that is.
It's every time. I'm just like keeping an eye on the prisoner. Because it does have a limit to how long I can keep him in the air.
I'm sorry, you broke up like right as you were actually asking your question.
I was saying, I'm just keeping an eye on the prisoner in the back of the cart.
Okay, yeah.
Because I can only keep him in the air for so long.
Yeah, and he's like fully tied up, like hands bound behind his back, legs tied together, kind of thing. You might not have like a gag, so you may have used like rope to just tie around his like head, like to kind of put in his mouth.
I used some cloth from his dead body. He's
There you go.
close.
And I think on the way there, it was like just under a day, like a full day's travel, because you did stop for the night.
Yeah,
So
because it was midday when we left.
yeah, and I think you camped and then finished the journey to, it was probably like late morning, kind of probably around noon when you engage these people in battle, and then about
We could have
noon.
been 4 hours earlier if Corin would just learn to meditate instead of sleep.
Man, look.
Just how many stacks of exhaustion are you willing to deal with so that we only have to do a full rest one out of like every 3 nights?
Literally zero. Literally 0 points of exhaustion am I willing to deal with.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Realistically, it'd probably be, if you were wanting to travel through the night, I'd feel like about 2 a.m. is when you could maybe make it back to the inn. Or you could camp and arrive there like first thing in the morning again. But that is up to...
I'm willing to do that. I'll keep an eye on the prisoner.
Yeah. I would prefer to do that just because like we get there at 2 a.m. in the morning, like 2 a.m. Like what are we gonna do? Like we still got to babysit his dumbass all night.
Yeah.
So
Um,
we can tie him up and stuff him in Loraz's tent.
Oh, I was gonna.
Well, why my tent?
I was just, I was just gonna stay.
You
in the
know
car,
why.
Just sit in the park with him. Just keep an eye on him the entire time.
That seems fair.
Imagine staring at him. It's okay.
Exactly.
You can sleep, and you just keep staring.
I just take off my helmet, just stare at him.
It's concerning.
You should get your rest.
Let the void look within you.
He's definitely like, he probably struggles against his bonds and gag for a while, attempting to scream probably the wonders of his god at you. But all you hear is until he, I guess, tires himself out and falls asleep.
Good, because I would have shield bashed him to sleep.
Yeah. Yes, he tires himself out by becoming unconscious from just a little bit of a nice little friendly tap. Yeah.
Probably missing a tooth tomorrow.
Yeah. Otherwise, the night is fairly uneventful. Song Shen, can I get a luck roll from you?
Oh, I don't want to do that. Why would you? Why?
I don't want to do this.
I don't want to. I mean, I'm doing it, but like, 12.
She's like, pass.
Isn't that the same one you rolled the last time?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah, this one doesn't end with her getting chomped by a dragon, though. This one just kind of ends with, you know what? I don't have any weird dreams or visions for you tonight.
Oh, no. Kind of disappointed now. I guess I'm gonna sleep, and I worry a little bit about the fact that I nearly died again for the second time. I didn't enjoy it the first time. I guess. Can I think really hard about whether the first time I died and how much I remember of that?
Let's call this insight.
Okay.
But yes, you can.
Insight. I did not enjoy it last time.
You definitely associate not good memories with the first time you died. And memories is kind of a stretch because you're pretty sure you're starting to get some memories back. But come to think of it, you probably haven't had any in 3 to 4 days.
Oh, that's weird.
Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, you don't really have a memory of you dying, but you definitely remember a feeling associated with it, which is you did not like it. Wouldn't wouldn't
Extremely
recommend
bad.
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
0 out
Yeah,
of
I think
10. Don't go here.
this is definitely like the first time I've been like. I think I've had to make death saves before, but this is the first time I've like very nearly actually died, or like
Oh,
gone
so
down with the threat still being very threatening. So it's like, oh, this is a little bit more close than I would prefer. This cat, do not stand on me. Thank you. Okay, but yeah,
Yeah.
just means that he loves you.
no. It means she has brain damage and she can't take no for an answer. She's so well behaved though. She's learned. She's learning. I didn't know you could do that. So
They
cute.
have brains too. They can learn.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
They can also be very dramatic.
Mm.
yeah. Apparently, we keep like our cat treats package just like on the like banister up at the top of the stairs, and apparently never once while Caitlin and I were gone this weekend did either one of them jump up there. Um, and as soon as we got back, Regina just immediately jumped up there and is just perching there, just not even meowing at it, just staring directly at the container of treats. And Evan was like, she knows what she's doing. She knows. She didn't try this one time with me. But as soon as y'all come back, she's just. And I do.
Spoiled.
I love giving them treats. They're good
I mean, yeah.
kitties. But yeah, anyways, Songshen, you didn't like dying. You don't remember a lot
I did
about
not.
it, but you remember not liking it. The
Mhm.
rest of the night goes by pretty uneventfully, especially after Fenrir night taps the bandit to sleep. And we'll pick back up at the inn.
You lose temporary hit points on a long rest, right? That's how that works.
Oh yeah, we did
I
take a long
have
rest.
to imagine so.
Yeah, you lose the temporary hit points.
I forget how long they last, but definitely not long rest. Long.
Right. But I get all my other stuff back.
Correct. Including all of your normal health.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Love to
I feel
complete a
much
long rest.
better.
Love to complete a nice long 8-hour long rest.
Just feeling
I get
refreshed.
2 long rests.
Yeah.
Just stared at the bandit the entire time.
Just before anyone asks, no, you can't bank spell slots if you take 2 long rests in a row. Not allowed.
Oh, come
I
on,
just-
that'd be very helpful for me.
No, see, the long rest resets them. That's why you chain short rests.
Mm. Actually, no,
You
I was going to say, I just
span
want to be
greater rest.
creepy. Creepy for extended periods of time.
Alright, do you just join me in watching the bandits sleep?
Yeah, I mean, like, I did my 4 hours, and so I'll come over and, like, fan myself next to the bandit and will not blink.
I currently have my helmet off during that entire time, so
At some point during this whole thing, I'm gonna pick the most like ungodly hour, and I'm gonna go hide somewhere where you guys can probably hear me, but you can't really hear what I'm saying, and I'm gonna call Khan just to check in, just
oh come on.
routine check in.
I want to hear the conversation.
I mean, that's fair.
It's really literally just, hey, I'm alive. Nice to hear from you. Nighty night, and then I'm gone.
And it's like, awesome, I'm alive too. I'm in like
actually,
a party
no.
of like 10 people. We're pretty safe. Good to
You
hear
know, I
from you.
actually mentioned like, hey, I'm alive. I fought a dragon. No big. Good night, and then I'm
Wait.
gone.
You just hear
And
a
it's
dragon.
Just like, hey, you're alive. I'm alive. I fought a dragon. Nighters.
He's like, that counts as the once a day on mine too? Stone is bullshit.
Yeah. It's like I picked the most ungodly hour to do
Yeah.
this.
Just you wake him up from his trance. It's like when like an Amber Alert goes off like an hour before your alarm is gonna go. And so it's
I
like
hate
your
that.
phone is just buzzing. And it's like, oh, what? Oh.
See, I don't
And
turn
you
down the
grab it.
volume on my phone, so whenever it goes off, I get the full thing. It's like, oh my god.
It's
And if you're around anybody else that wakes them up,
I don't know how they do it.
I
Because
don't know how they do it either,
only have my phone on vibrate because I haven't had an actual tone on my phone since I stopped downloading pop punk anthems as ringtones. But somehow an Amber Alert vibrates harder than any other notification. It's like
I
my
know.
phone is trying to escape.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, they definitely
It's
hit
like
different.
it knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like at this point it doesn't even wake me up anymore because I automatically know, oh yeah, that's the sound of my phone trying to jump downstairs, so it's probably an Amber Alert for a town that's literally
Just some
40
missing
miles
kid I
away
don't
from
care
me.
about and just roll back over.
Yeah,
to
well, they scared the shit out
I
of me
wouldn't
because
phrase
we don't
it
have
like
them in my
that.
country.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, it's almost like the Amber Who Cried Alert, but it's like, I want to care, but like after the third one in a row where it's like, hey, here's an Amber Alert, and it's like, this is literally 70 miles away from me. Why
yeah,
am
it's
I
like
getting it?
if a silver Honda Civic drives through my bedroom, I'll be sure to let
Yeah.
you know.
It is 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, sir, and I do not live in this city. Not even close. But yes. Anyways, you untranscon to tell him you fought a dragon and then immediately hang up on him. And the rest of your journey is pretty uneventful. You get back to the inn. Dirk kind of looks at you guys, looks at the bandit covered in probably barely treated wounds, enough to keep him alive, fully bound and gagged.
You're saying truth.
Man, if you brought the other guy missing a femur or a couple ribs, that'd be even better. But
just didn't even treat the actual surgical incisions and everything.
I don't know a lot about Duchess's collection policy, but I have to imagine it wasn't very surgical.
Oh no.
It was just like if I cut here and here, I can just reach in and grab the bow.
Pretty much. Like I know enough.
Yours,
That, like
if
I know.
Trevor was watching, he'd
grabbing.
probably
Yeah.
be grimacing at your
Like-
technique.
I mean, technically speaking, I do know which bone. Like I know what bone I'm grabbing. I technically know how to do this cleanly because hey, I hunted. I know how to dress a kill. Come on.
Yeah,
But, like,
she absolutely
do I
can do it cleanly.
Not really.
But yeah,
Yeah.
would she
Yeah,
have done it
like-
this time? No.
Now.
She just lopped his
No.
arm off and then spent the rest of the night like creatively filleting his arm.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Oh,
No, I just cut into the bone, grab the upper arm bone, grab a rib, grab a femur, bada bing, bada boom. I'm bloody. It's not pretty. But hey,
Yeah, you
It
guys
works.
probably still, you look healthy, but probably still a little bit rough because you haven't had a chance to bathe since being burned and bloodied and covered in other people's blood.
yeah.
You definitely probably look pretty scary.
Although somehow my cloak is just fucking fine.
Well, yeah.
Like there's nothing on my cloak. Nothing.
I only have 3 decapitations worth of blood on me. Actually, I think 4 technically.
I have to
mixed-
imagine that's a decent amount of blood.
I imagine I'm covered in half man, half dragon blood.
Looks like a
I'm mostly
bloodborne
covered in my
character.
own blood.
He also covered by the dragon's blood since I
Fenrir
stabbed
is
him right
just
over you.
covered
yeah,
in
yeah.
blood from
Yeah.
piercing a heart while it still belonged to a dragon. And it's like by
Hell
the
yeah.
time it was only a person, there was no more blood to to pour out.
Oh no.
But it's just like, it's almost like he just painted his entire kit red. Well, now kind of a weird rusty brown, I guess.
So I have to go polish my armor.
Yeah.
Go polish my body, I should say.
Do you have a lake?
Do you have a washroom?
What's the drainage? What's the drainage situation like at this inn? It worries me that you're asking me this question.
I think got blood inside of me.
But yes, there are. Zero washrooms. Did I manage? Okay. There's a bathroom somewhere. There should.
I imagine it's out back.
I apparently I made a pantry for the kitchen and mostly uniform bedrooms, but no bathrooms. Hey, that's
I
why
mean,
people
technically,
are always passing through this inn.
the bathrooms back then would probably be inside the actual building.
Yeah. Well, I like the idea of people who have access to skilled tinkers or magic users having like actual plumbing.
See, that would require a lot of money.
Yeah, it would. It's
Well,
definitely not it's not an every household kind of thing. Realistically,
Whereas
probably not like an every city kind of thing.
I believe Laris's family would probably be like, you don't have a bathroom in your home,
Loraz's family definitely has
an indoor.
like the
Yeah,
most magical way of doing indoor plumbing. Like somehow theirs doesn't even lead out to like a water source. It just like it just like kind of keeps traveling around like the inside of their home, like throughout the walls until it just like vanishes into the ether.
It just magically teleports into a poor person's house.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that seems very in character, though.
What? That's
Right.
what they're doing with theirs.
That's just what everybody does when
Yeah.
they're rich, right?
So now I'm the mean guy because I have a bidet and I magically transport my shit to some poor person's hovel. Okay.
Please,
Not like it wasn't covered in
stop
shit
it.
to begin with.
The idea of this makes me so happy. I think Travis left for a minute, but I think he would 100% agree with this.
Oh god.
There's zero non-canon things being said right now.
Oh, 100%.
It's just awful. Just awful.
But yeah, Dirk sees y'all walk in covered in blood, carrying a prisoner, and he's like, "Oh man, you guys had like just crazy time out there, huh?"
We killed
Yep.
a bunch of bandits and a man who turned into a dragon.
There's a man that turned into a dragon?
Yeah, and I pull
Or
out one of
dragon
his
that
rib
turned-
bones.
Or a dragon that turned
We turned him back into a man though, pretty quick.
Yeah.
Not trust that.
Wave the rib bone as like, hey,
Yeah,
we pulled this off him.
it definitely looks like a human's rib bone, so yeah, I guess you did turn him back into a human pretty quick. Oh shit. I didn't actually think it was gonna be real.
Well, it
Neither-
was.
Neither did
Oh.
we.
It nearly killed me twice.
Yes.
I did not enjoy this rampage, jaunt,
Mhm.
walk.
I can agree with you there.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Covered in blood.
I mean, it was kind of fun to just be a complete thorn in his side without him actually
I am
knowing where
back,
it
sorry.
was. So,
No, you missed
Were you
it, buddy.
that prairie dog?
Oh, welcome back. I sent you an important message. Just to keep you updated on what we were talking about while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
It's very important.
Very.
Yeah,
Duchess, were you that prairie dog that I kept seeing? Papa, shoot an arrow.
Probably.
Back
yeah.
she can neither
And I kind of
confirm
like
nor
fluff up my
deny.
coat for emphasis. Like, yeah, no, this does fucking wonders.
I
I look-
see. So no plumbing. Got it.
Got it.
Well,
It's
you have
outside. It's
the
outside.
inn does have
So-
plumbing.
Oh, balls.
I just forgot to make the rooms. It's not as fancy as Loraz's home, but you'd find this acceptable. Like a somewhat successful merchant back home. Like if you were to visit them on one of your father's more boring outings. There's like that level of plumbing. That's not the word I was looking for. Leisure.
That level of amenities.
There's a very specific word that I'm looking for. Leisure and decadence. Put it together.
Relaxation.
No, it's okay. I'm not going to get it. It's my fault. Words leave my brain and my mouth can't catch up. It's okay.
I understand this.
That's the thing.
It's
I was
like
like,
you
what is
get
he
halfway through a
trying to
sentence,
get
what the
at?
fuck am I saying?
Yeah. It always happens at the very end of the sentence where I need the word that I had previously thought of. And now that I'm at the point where it's time to say the word, I no longer know the word. It happens a lot to me. Maybe I should bring that up in therapy. Be like, should I talk to someone about, is this a indication of my brain not working right? Can I get medicated so I can remember words?
It's fine. It's probably just ADHD.
I don't have that.
Hey.
Remember, it's perfectly normal for people to think that everyone hates them and that they're doing a bad job at everything they do.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, totally.
That's very that's the most neurotypical thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Think that everyone hates
Well,
me.
according to the ADHD guy I spoke to, it is apparently. That
There you go.
I'm gonna. If I talk about that man, I will go and put him down.
But yeah, anyways, I'll get us back on topic. Another thing I'm very good at because of being an extremely neurotypical person is staying on topic.
Topics.
Yeah.
So he's gonna kind of look at all of you and be like, so back to this, the man turned into a dragon. Like, can we talk a little bit more about that? Like, how'd that go?
Oh, well, we
fine.
walked up and we were like, hey, bandits, stop. And one turned and acted like he was better than the rest of us. And when we hurt him, he got mad and turned into a dragon.
Oh,
Which is
hey,
just
don't forget about
rude.
the other cultist with the weird, like, sapling fruit-bearing tree thing.
Three of
Oh,
them
did
got
we
away.
investigate the tree thing? Or did
No,
they
we
take
Didn't
it?
didn't.
attack us.
They took
so,
it.
I
But, you know,
mean,
they left with
weren't
it,
as
so,
rude.
like...
Yeah, they took the tree with them, so there was no tree to investigate.
Okay.
Yes, there was about 3 of them that participated with a tree.
It was
I mean,
more of a
I winged
sapling
one of them.
than a
so-
tree.
Whoever, I think a couple of you did more than wing one. I think they had like 6 health left when they decided to bounce. So
That would have been that shatter that Sanction cast, probably.
I think one got caught in the shatter, and then Duchess hit them for more with an arrow. Yeah, I think that's what happened because one of them was so close to dying.
That would
I
have been
think
nice.
I think I killed a couple of them, as far as I remember. But that was last week. This week was the time for me to die.
Yeah.
Why would you have died?
I was close, let me know.
Because the dragon was trying to eat my ass.
Well,
I mean, what you do on your weekends?
Hell of a Monday.
We broke the DM.
Yeah, sorry. Now I'm thinking about like if you were a dragon man, like are there times where like if you met up with like a dragon woman, like are there times where you'd want to just do it as you both are dragons, like just to see what it's like, or like
It depends on what you're into, man. I could
I-
make cases for all
it's-
the options.
it's all I can
Last
think
week.
of. Yeah,
Last week, do elves fuck? This week, do dragons fuck?
I mean dragons definitely
Oh,
fuck,
dragons
right?
fuck.
Next week, do ogres fuck? You know,
oh
like,
my god.
Oh,
I've
they do,
seen
100%.
all the Shrek movies. I know ogres fuck.
It's like the webtoon ad that's like has the kid with like the horns and the tail, and it's like, "Mom, you're an elf, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And it's like, "And Dad's a dragon?" And she goes, "Yeah." And it's like, "How'd that work?" No, like that's the webtoon ad. It's like read webtoons and find out.
Jesus Christ.
I actually turned my diary into a webtoon. You can find out the details of your conception there. It's been picked up by
jeez.
Crunchyroll.
Oh my god.
Sponsored by Crunchyroll.
Don't touch me. What the hell?
Please no.
Fenrir is a man of gods.
You used an S. Was that intentional?
Maybe I stuttered. You don't know.
God damn it. I'll catch you one of these days.
I'm very bad at speaking. But also, I drop obvious hints, and then I pass it off as being bad at speaking, and I try to not let anyone know which one is which.
I didn't hear your head.
But anyways, Fenrir's not interested in your webtoons, you heathens.
All 34.
Now I just gotta make... Oh, nope. Sorry. I almost got distracted again because, like, what if my dragon pantheon, like, if I have a Zeus, how many dragon children are out there from him just
Right.
No.
Right.
fucking
Yes,
anything
do
that...
Do it.
No.
That's where all of the Dragonborn
Do
came
And
from.
it.
there's
Yeah.
a dragon
Comes from
goose
different,
thing out
different-
there too.
Yeah, it's just all variations of Dragonborn are just from Dragon Zeus just not being able to hold it in.
Oh,
He's like,
everybody's related.
oh shit, is that
You
a
know, I didn't
breeze
already do that.
going through
Is that a
that
breeze?
deer's fur?
Or
Hmm.
goose's feathers.
Yeah.
Centaurs were created that day.
Okay, here we go again. Now I just gotta get a Zeus Hera that's just not a Zeus Hera, Dragon Hera that's upset with Dragon Zeus not being able to not fuck things.
This should be easy enough.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, you're making me cry.
it is very emotional. Zeus, he establishes connections with everyone, loves them dearly. Anyways, you guys
Yeah, he does.
mentioned the tree and the creepy guys, and
I'm gonna start calling it establishing connections from now on.
God. Well, there's a clip right there.
how,
Go ahead.
how are babies made? Well, when a god and literally anything establish a connection.
If you ask the right god, it's straight gonna be like, "How is baby made?"
Yeah.
He's gonna scoop up some dirt, scoop up some mud, smack his hands together, and have a child and hand it to you. Now
Ta-da!
you're fucked.
There you go. Have fun racing that thing.
How is Babby formed?
Zeus for once pulled out and came in the ocean, and we got Aphrodite.
No way.
Wait,
Yeah.
Good for her.
is that the actual
Yeah, they're like
mythology?
Zeus pretty much came into some sea foam, and we got Aphrodite.
Mhm.
How does that
What?
make sense?
I don't know. Who do I look like, Homer? Or whoever told Homer what happened?
Aphrodite is a child of Poseidon and Zeus.
Mm.
I don't need to make that connection, but yeah. And Athena was basically just a brain tumor or a head tumor.
Come
No,
on.
I don't know.
Athena was Zeus's brain. He removed his brain.
No,
That would explain all the demigods that happened afterwards.
she was the thought that from Zeus, apparently.
Yeah, she was Zeus's
I like-
wisdom, and that's why after Athena was born, he just started fucking everything.
He's basically just a
Yeah.
himbo after that.
Yeah. I don't know if he's nice enough to be a himbo. What's
Yeah, he's
the,
really not, is he?
He's not.
He's
definitely
the Gaston
not.
triangle, right? The
There you go.
jerk
Oh my
jock.
God.
I forget what the actual term is, but yeah, he's whatever
really-
Gaston represents in the himbo triangle. He's that.
I really
for it.
appreciate how on
Stupid
top of
ass
it.
asshole.
Big, I need
Creating
you.
cultists,
Yeah.
mythology about Zeus fucking everything.
What were you going to say, Travis?
I need you to pre-order the new Taylor Swift album.
I'm not going to do that.
No. Listen,
So-
I need you to
Travis,
pre-order-
I've allowed a lot, but we are.
No,
What the fuck?
UK people. Tanya just texted me. People in the UK, when they pre-order the new album, are getting emails for pre-sales of tour dates, and I
Oh.
just need that.
I support this.
Travis.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use my address if you want to pre-order it.
I'll see if Tanya wants to do that. Actually,
All right. So, Dirk is
I
going to
will not.
kind of hold up a hand and kind of disappear underneath the bar for a bit. You kind of hear like some glass being roughly moved out of the way, and he kind of pops back up, and he's holding like this kind of dusty tome of a book, and he just starts flipping through it, and he comes to one page that has like a sketch of um like an actual tree, so obviously doesn't look like what y'all saw since it was just a sapling, but it's a tree that kind of has these almost lemon shaped fruit, but they have like just kind of bumps all around the skin of the fruit, and they're more kind of I feel like at this point I'm just describing dragon fruit. Maybe it's kind of a more fuchsia, red, pink family of color that is kind of shifting while it's on the tree, and I just realized I said it was a sketch. It's probably in black and white. You're getting some free lore because I'm not thinking before I speak. But
Would
yeah.
would I be
Bonus
able to
lore.
show him the little sketch I probably made of the sapling because I consistently just stand there and draw shit?
Yeah. And you compare with what you wrote down probably as,
As I doodle, yeah.
combat ended, you had time to doodle, especially while Corin was getting his Z's. And it does, like, a lot of it looks pretty similar. I don't know how much detail you went into, but it's like
Decent amount.
the kind of same kind of upright tree. It's obviously like it's not a deciduous. No.
That's the ways to describe trees.
It's
Does it
it's
make
not an
does it
evergreen tree. Like, it doesn't have the nails or like the year round leaves. Like, you drew the sketch the leaves that like it's a fruit tree, or it
then it
is
should be deciduous.
like it's a seasonal tree.
Yeah.
I'm not only forgetting words, but forgetting words I should know from working at a plant nursery for like
Oh
Mhm.
my
4
god, you
years.
have no excuse then.
Literally
I was
forgot
gonna say.
everything.
Oh no.
I was like, I should know. My parents are firefighters, but like,
No, I should know. I should know what I'm talking about. I should be able to
I've heard of
describe.
trees.
Yeah, that's me. That's the problem. Caitlin thinks that like we're just going to be gardeners when we have a house because I'll know what to do, and it's like I've literally forgotten everything I learned while working there. Apparently, so it'll just be me googling and bothering ex coworkers. Be like, hey,
I'll cover
remember
your
how to
gardener,
take
it's
care of
fine.
this? But yeah, it does. It looks like a younger version of what is in Dirk's book, um, which and the fruit that were growing on the sapling were much smaller, so you might only have like the beginning of the shape on it, but it's like you
Mhm.
could tell like it was starting to look like a lemon, but it obviously wasn't a lemon tree. You've seen lemon trees. Um, so um, but it just looks like a much younger version of what's in Dirk's book. And I really should have um, written this down because this is going to be one of those things where you're going to get like some ums in the lore. So on the same page, well, you got the sketch on one page, the page to the left of it, like describing it. Um, it is the basically like uh, has multiple names. Some call it the fruit of the gods. Some call it dragon's fruit. Some call it the boon of the elders. But it
I've watched
is
the first Dragon Ball Z movie. We know what it is.
I also watched the first Dragon Ball Z movie, and it's pretty close to that, I guess, right? The fruit that makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Um, pretty close. The rumor around this fruit is that it gives the ingester, I suppose, the powers of a dragon. Um, there are conflicting stories. Some say it actually just uh, kills you. Others say it actually makes you become a dragon. Others say it just gives you some powers of the dragon. There are some that say it allows you to um, become a dragon, but you don't actually become one. Um, you know, the Animorphs dragon that you ran into
The
yesterday.
Animorphs dragon.
So, and it's very possible, like, all of these could be true. It might depend on who's eating the fruit, it might depend on the ripeness, it might require a very specific ritual to go along with it. Um, but you've at least seen what we are now calling Animorphs Dragon in action. So at least one of these rumors you've seen firsthand. And whether it's um well, I don't know. I anyone who wants to can make a history check, I suppose, to see like if you've learned of this in the past and now it's just kind of jogging your memory for seeing it again. I I
Oh.
I was torn between that and a
19.
nature check, but I was like, I don't think you'd know enough for a nature. 19?
I need
19
to
history.
roll it, but accidentally close the window.
That was
History.
so close to not sucking. I didn't pay
Can
attention to
I?
history
I'm
classes.
also going to add a d6 to mine because I
Okay.
can
I
do
rolled a
that.
natural 1.
Oh,
Oh, great.
I think
19.
I think
Wait,
that gives you a
20.
dirty
Sorry.
20. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we got a
Okay, I
19
thought it was.
from Duchess, dirty 20 from Song Shen. We've established that Korin only knows very specific histories about literally his deal.
That's fair.
got a 19.
You got a 19 as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
the three of you, you probably don't know the specifics, but you've probably heard two kind of conflicting rumors as it pertains to potential side effects upon eating this fruit. You've also heard that it was just a myth and never happened, but clearly that wasn't true if the tree that those weird cultists escaped with is the tree that will eventually grow into what is in Dirk's book. But you've basically heard that if you survive the ordeal, it's really just a matter of time that your kind of dragon powers grow and eventually overtake your human self, and so you do actually become a dragon in truth after enough time. And you've also heard that they're just varying levels of success depending on how the fruit is administered. And so it hasn't happened in probably an age. Um, the myth that it's from is probably predating Farideh as a human kingdom. So, but those are the two kind of conflicting rumors. Is one, it's like, yeah, the process of eating it can be deadly, but if you survive through it, the end result is going to be you being a dragon. Or, depending on how you do it, you might die, or you might become a dragon, or you might get something in between.
Or you might get impaled by a paladin.
You might be impaled by a paladin because you only got Animorphs dragon and not full dragon.
Dummy.
Bigger is kind of curious about this fruit now.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And kind of goes back to the kind of branding rods that Corin has. Kind of supports the. They probably need a ritual associated with them to brand those bandits to give them extra powers. So if they were able to do that to normal people, it's definitely not a good thing for them to have possibly God making a fruit in their possession.
Yeah.
So fun
We should
times.
confiscate that.
Yeah.
Nice.
At that time, I could have tried to death grip that tree away from them.
That would have been fun. they would have been pissed. I am pretty sure the tree would have lost the strength save though by default. I don't think it's possible for it to
Wow.
have succeeded.
It depends on also how good their strength is too.
Yeah. If you could have gotten it at the exact moment that they got it uprooted, but before they all grabbed onto it and disappeared, it would have just been like I don't know, super mage handing it away from them, which would have been fun.
It would have been a spectral mage hand then.
Just lifting it up 60 feet in the air and just shaking it over them. What are you gonna do?
Ooh, you almost had it. I'm gonna be quicker than that.
So close.
Just the guy from the Allstate commercial.
Yeah.
I got you $1.
Got you $1.
Ooh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
But yeah. Dirk is going to also pull out a bag of coins and hand it back to you, Fenrir. You might remember the deposit you made for your mithril armor. He's going to be like, obviously I don't have the armor yet, but getting on the ground floor of like a new cult popping up and possibly like rumors of Godfruit being back in the world, like we can just call this like even Steven, you know?
So damn.
What did the rest of it?
100 gold. I paid like 100 gold.
Yeah, isn't that what you gave him?
I'm asking you, did I give him 100 gold? I can't remember.
I think it was 100 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said you gave him 100. I've not been monitoring anyone's inventory, so
Yeah, because I was at 200 last time.
Yeah, I think I remember the
Yeah.
statement of that's 10 reinforced doors.
This guy's getting a mural and a door and a new
Whoa.
gate on his cellar. Great, a great gate, a great gate. Great. I'm short circuiting.
EXE. Stop responding. Would you like to cancel the program? We'll wait for it to respond.
Your DM's just gonna randomly blue screen. I hope that's okay with everyone.
I feel
Luckily, we have a tech here. Resolve this issue.
How are you going to fix the DM, good sir?
Yeah. Anyone who has Caitlin's number can just text her to come and just slap me upside the head, you know.
Kernel root issue? Shit.
I would just I know that I'm technically not going to get credit for this because just by referencing it, I'm going to lose all points I gained by not actually saying it. But I was about to go down like the Super Nintendo N64 route, and I knew I
no.
couldn't say it
Oh, you cannot.
because of
I mean-
you, and I'm pointing at all of you and me.
I mean,
As soon
that
as I
might
said it, I
work.
probably laughed, but that doesn't mean that y'all get a pass.
To be fair, if she blows up your butt, I'm sure you'd wake up.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Negative inspiration.
No, you can't do that to me. You laughed.
and you will.
You laughed. That means I win. That's how that works.
No, when I
I should
die,
get
you win.
inspiration. Fuck.
Yeah. If you make me laugh and I die, you win D&D. That's... Oh god, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. It's okay. No one watches this. That's the very well-kept, not well-kept secret of DMs. If you make us laugh ourselves to death, you win D&D. And,
I thought if they die in any way, but it was caused by us.
that is true, yeah. If you can directly cause their death during a session, you win D&D. And then...
I've almost succeeded in that before.
So is anybody going to send him a poison drink?
That feels like cheating.
If it's like a tropical alcoholic drink, that you could get me. For being honest.
Yeah.
Drink anything with rum and pineapple juice in it.
I could
Oh, yeah.
text
Actually, don't do that
Anya
because I
and
enjoy
text
these.
Caitlin.
I enjoy the D&D session, so please don't.
It'll be the last session. Be like, that was a good campaign. Ooh, thanks. This was shipped by Travis. What could this be?
Yeah, we can't kill Philip. He's the only DM I have.
Oh.
The only DM I have, but he's the only DM that
You
works
guys
with
are
my
available
schedule. So
Saturdays.
Oh god, fucking damn it, Travis! You were trying to get rid of people.
What's like 8 more players? Come on.
You cannot do that. Just take another day
How
off.
many
It's fine.
players
Shoot
does
a
he
job.
have?
Right now, 7.
Too many.
Oh god.
Do you
I
only
think
have
if-
7? I thought you had 8, but only like 5 of us show up at any given
Technically,
point.
I have
Yeah.
9, but it never
Jesus.
more than 7 at a time.
Technically, my Saturday is full for D&D sessions, so you're out of luck there. But
Yeah, and I have to work. So
Gross.
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
already only sometimes show up.
Yeah. Remember how a coworker of mine was going on vacation, Fig? I'm opening most Saturdays while she's on vacation, so probably no D&D those weeks.
When? Oh, it was in the end of this month.
It's the next Saturday and then the Saturday after.
Oh my god.
So it
This
might be a
is
while.
kind of on topic, but off topic. I just realized that
Yeah.
our session is on actual Halloween.
what?
Ooh. Oh,
Well,
I
Is it
I have
really?
to
might
open
be
that
doing
day.
stuff.
Like, not next session, but the session after that will be actual Halloween.
Yeah, I think we were supposed to be doing stuff for that, Travis.
Like,
If I can actually convince you to
maybe.
do it.
if anyone has Halloween plans, it's okay to cancel. But would we
Mhm.
want to do like a Halloween side quest
Might be
that
kind of fun.
may not or may not
The
be
main quest is
official
already
canon?
decided. Yeah.
I honestly don't know what I'm doing.
Can I
I
play my
definitely
father?
don't have plans.
I don't have plans. Besides one.
Yeah, I have no
I
clue what
want
the
to
hell
have
I'm doing.
plans.
I'm working that day.
Yeah, but
Well,
you're
you said
working in
you
the
would
morning.
open.
I at least have.
Yeah,
school, but-
I'll be available for night campaigns now.
Yeah. Right. We can talk more about that, but it just occurred to me that in exactly 2 weeks it's going to be Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got a party full of spooky people, so it almost feels like I should.
Well,
Nice
Do
to
I'll
see
have
you,
to
Travis.
see what I'm
two
doing because I don't.
spooky people.
Yeah.
I'm not spooky.
That's who I included in the spooky.
Yeah.
Duo.
Did I say spooky? I meant extremely normal and well adjusted.
Yeah. How dare you?
Someone has an anger management problem. One has an issue deciding what he wants to be. The other one just doesn't want to associate with anyone. And 2 people are spooky.
Yeah. I mean, the one does have. God. I'm just. All I can imagine now is Grog as a Ghostbuster.
Oh my god.
And I mean, I love it, but it made me lose my entire train of thought. Because I was like, it's just an angry Dan Aykroyd. Or is it a ghost-busting Grog? Doesn't matter.
Ghostbusting Grog. I feel like it's a ghostbusting Grog. There. Just go with it.
Yeah. And he's going to kind of finally actually look at the bandit who probably this entire time has been kind of struggling against his bonds while y'all just been kind of talking about, dragons and ancient fruit and all kinds of stuff.
I just have my sword on my shoulder with the blade pointing at him.
So like y'all, you like brought one of them back with you?
We'll do that.
Well, we didn't know how useful he'd be, so
That's fair. That's very fair. All right, so like we can just like take his like I guess gag out and like ask him some questions. Have we done that yet?
not yet,
No,
but we can.
I was technically
We've
waiting
stared
for
at
you
him
back.
menacingly.
Right,
I just
right.
watched him while he
Yeah.
was sleeping. I just turned to him.
he he kind of pales at this. He's like, "All right, yeah, I didn't actually think that'd be that intimidating, but he seems pretty shaken up about that."
On his gag.
Let's see here. We're just gonna reuse just a very popular map, which is a cellar.
Selling from the last thing.
There
Does
we
it
go.
look the same? Oh yeah, it does.
See, it already almost has all of you in here still.
What are the chances I can get an AO for this interrogation?
Very good.
Hell
Honestly,
yeah.
probably pours everyone to walk me down as you guys kind of go down the ladder.
Perfect.
I respectfully decline that.
Bring
All
it.
right, yeah, respect.
Just give it to Corey. Just give it to Corey.
Yeah,
Or that.
Corin can absolutely double fist to walk me down.
Hell yeah. We didn't need a drink carrier.
I'll carry one of the drinks for you. Just whenever you get down there, place it right next to you, where you can sit.
I remember this one.
I
Yeah.
too.
This was
I think-
where,
The door got
yeah,
broken.
it
Yeah.
was a very expensive door.
This was the room that not Corin, that Lorazes was like, will my tent fit in this room?
I think it
Up
did.
that bar, close corner.
It did.
He
Yeah.
found a nice little corner for his
The top of it didn't quite
15-foot
fit, but
cube. Yeah,
It's 10-foot cube, yeah.
he had to do a little bit of bending the next time he put it out because it did crumple the top a little bit, but
I refuse to use mending on his tent.
that's fair. Does Lorazes know mending?
I don't
think
think he does. Does
I
he?
think yeah, I know mending. I'm not gonna mend like armor. Basically, it's one of those things.
Wow.
Do I have consent to do this?
Wow.
Is like it's really weird that I have to mend you back together.
Fenrir. Wow.
Just
Okay,
because I wouldn't
okay.
mend your fucking tent. Won't save
just-
my life, no.
Yeah, it's just Lorazes asking Fenrir if he can fix his tent, and Fenrir being like, "Do it yourself," and Lorazes being like, "I will never, ever stop you from dying."
It's gonna be one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like
You've
oh
made an
God,
enemy
will
for
you help
life today,
Fenrir?
sir.
And he's on the ground making death saves, and I'm just gonna be like,
It's-
"You got this, buddy," and I'm gonna
Yeah.
pat his chest, give him a bardic. It's like that's
Oh my
that's all you
God.
get. That's all you get.
You can do it.
It's the Telltale games. Bless will remember that.
Fenrir will remember this.
We have become rivals. Rivals of mending.
I think Songshen also knows mending.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mend his tent either.
Yeah, Sangsha knows mending.
I'm just thinking of like all the people that could technically keep Fenrir from dying with that aren't technically healers.
I know that spell.
Yeah. That is one of the
Eat your
upsides.
asses.
It's harder to heal Fenrir, but a lot of people are getting that cleric cantrip spare the dying without actually needing to dip into cleric. So, even trade.
Shit out of luck for me, though, bud.
Yeah, Spirit of the Dying's a 30-foot range.
Is mending touch?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it's not as good.
So fair.
But yeah, so Dirk is going to kind of remove the gag from this guy, and he's going to just immediately start spewing all kinds of hate-filled profanity. You catch some phrases like Akra is going to burn the skin from your bones, reduce you to ash. A lot of fucks thrown in there, just
The
a good
dragon
old
that
Ooh,
we
fashioned
so
flirt.
scary.
killed.
Can I just grab his jaw, keep him to make him shut up
Yeah,
from cursing at us?
They always want to flirt.
Guys, let me handle this, and I'm going to just play my fiddle,
Oh boy.
Well,
and
intimidation
I'm
while
not
he's
going to
doing
stop
that.
until like he's ready to stop, until he's ready to talk.
what song are you
Is
playing?
it good playing by chance?
It's medio. It's like a kid learning the scales, just
Oh
Oh my
god.
I feel
Can I
like you
just
should have let the
intimidate
rest of the
both?
party go
Can
upstairs
I
and listen.
intimidate both of
That's
him
the
and
let me handle
Erasmus?
this. You can leave.
Can
I'm
I
just
just
gonna
Somebody-
intimidate both of them?
the
Erasmus and the bandit?
I just love the idea of Larraz being like, let me handle this, and then doing the equivalent of like hot cross buns on the recorder for
Yep.
Oh my god.
however
Hour.
long you're doing this.
Yeah.
Can I start sharpening the upper arm bone into a sharp point? Just in front of this guy. Like I
Also
know he saw
imagine-
me get this arm bone from the dragon.
Everyone else is being intimidating
Yeah.
genuinely, and I'm just I'm just. Bah, bah, bah,
You're
Well,
you're definitely trying to annoy him into talking, but yeah.
You have exceeded annoying nightmare.
Duchess, you are able to, start making a knife out of a bone with another knife.
Well, it's gonna be more like a short sword by the time. I mean, have you seen an an upper arm? I forgot what it's actually called, but it's the arm. It's the bone right under your biceps. One of those. So it's larger and thicker, but it's not like a rib or a 'cause I have to break a rib if I want a dagger.
That's fair.
So it's gonna be like another stiletto, like larger than a normal knife, but like
Could you make
smaller
a dirk
than a
out of
short
it?
sword.
A bone dirk.
And give
Sure.
it to Dirk as a
No,
gift?
I refuse to part with my bones.
That's fair.
Intimidation.
Yeah, roll me an intimidation check. I feel like there are quite a few people being intimidating, so
Can I make a performance check?
Please no.
yes. But if you do too well, you're gonna accidentally start playing a real song.
14.
You can
got an
continue playing
18.
mediocre if you want to.
Yes.
You said an
That-
18 for your intimidation, Duchess,
Yeah,
Oh,
and
oh no,
Fenrir.
Probably.
Duchess.
Fenrir, what was yours?
My intimidation is a dirty 20.
Y'all are looking pretty scary. Let me.
Also, I'm saving the bone shavings.
Just turning the shavings into bone meal.
The what?
Bone
Bone
meal.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's in a regent and quite a few Skyrim potions.
Yes.
Um, I will say with that intimidation, you do see him pause, and you kind of see um, this kind of struggle going on behind his eyes, and then he continues his kind of tirade against all of you. Um, how the priests have the key, how you're on stolen land, how the gods are angry, and you will reap what you've sown, kind of thing. Very, very apocalyptic stuff. Oh my goodness.
Like, let the
Uh,
gods be angry. It's their
Actually,
problem.
Peter's gonna just punch him in the stomach to make him shut up about how we're all gonna die.
He kind of
But
hunches over,
also,
starts to
I'm
try to get his
also,
breath back.
I also spend the moment I punch him, lay on hands, so it doesn't actually do a lot of damage to him to keep him alive.
That is allowed. And realistically, he's probably, maybe he didn't get a full benefit of a long rest, but he probably short rested. Like, you can rough him up a bit. Like, you're not gonna you're not gonna kill him from punching him, kind of thing. But
And it's also gloves, so it's probably going to hurt a lot more.
um, but yeah, I will say you are both very intimidating, and yet it doesn't seem like it's changed the outcome of this guy's speech patterns. Although you definitely saw what looked like, well, as much as it can in kind of the crazed eyes of a former bandit turned cultist, like a little bit of introspection before he went back to just cursing all of you.
Flick. I don't know, for like 1 point of damage, but in like a really, really annoying spot. One of the bone fragments into his skin. Just a flick. You know, like a splinter kind of thing.
Put it under his nails.
I'm not gonna get up. I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna flick it like I didn't. I mean, I was thinking about that, but like, I want the threat to be there, but I don't want to actually do it.
Mm.
Kind of thing. Like, hey, like flick, and then it kind of like maybe lodges in his arm or something. Like a hey, look how small that is. As I just keep going with sharpening the bone.
As she does that, I'll be like, who were those three that grabbed with the tree?
And he just laughs at you. You know, those were the priests. Akra has chosen those to come back and guide us so that we can take back this land for the gods.
Gods are those.
Why are you worshipping things that can't do anything themselves? They need you to do them. That doesn't sound very godly now, does it?
We're not
Just gonna
doing
look at
things
him.
for the gods, we're preparing for the gods.
I'm
Sounds
pretty
dumb.
sure that's doing things for the gods.
Mm.
If Akra wanted to burn this entire world to the ground, he could, and he would. But he wants a kingdom run by those faithful to him.
Is that you guys? Because you guys seem a bit fucking useless right now.
Listen, the only difference between
I-
your god and the current king is the current king shows himself. It's all a bunch of words that people take and move with. None of it has any substance unless you do something with it. You can calm down.
He just kind of looks genuinely confused by you. Like he was following along for about half of it, and then at a certain point you lost him. And he's the only thing he's kind of sure of is that from your tone, it sounded like you were insulting his god. So he's gonna go back to.
Well,
Just
I can
he directs a nice stream of curse words just directly at you.
To get his attention.
being around people with power, people who can snap their
Flick.
fingers and do something, their presence changes the air in the room because people think of something. Those people aren't any different. They're not any smarter than anyone else. They just have more power than everyone else. They aren't different. That goes for the gods as well. They just have more power. I don't think they're any smarter than the rest of us.
Touch my symbol underneath that's hidden away. And can I use Witch Bolt, but not like, well, I'm going to be using a spell slot for this, but not to actual full damage on him. Just like touch him and just shock him.
Me?
No, no. I mean, Unless you want me
I
to.
wouldn't blame you for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've half explained it.
Whomst among us wouldn't want to Witch Bolt Larazis? But yeah, if you want to cast Witch Bolt in a way that you're just like doing minimum damage, so it's like a little bit of a shock each time, we can
Yeah.
definitely do that.
I mean,
And you can always
just
just
go behind him, put my hand spread up against his face. Because I can automatically attack if I hit. So,
yeah.
For shits and giggles, can I flick another bone fragment, except this time kind of into his face, like at the bridge of his nose?
you
Yeah.
just acupuncture him.
I imagine it's like a slightly worse paper cuts is what she's going
Yeah.
for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, just kind of like, hey, I'm here. I'm just being a little shit. And you can see that, and if you want me to stop, you want to answer some questions.
Whenever I have my hands on his face, well, on the side of his head, I'm going to go down to his ear and whisper, "What's y'all planning?" And what gods are y'all trying to bring back?
All of them. You think just because you won some puny war some years ago that you can just sit here and call them forbidden gods? You think you can forbid a god?
I mean,
He's going to kind
pretty
of let
well.
go.
It's quite a long time.
He's going to look at everyone else. If you all don't trust me, could you give me some time alone with him?
Go for it. Then I'll pack up my shit and go upstairs.
Warren puts away the greatsword he had quietly unsheathed and walks upstairs.
I mean, that's like a weird ask, but yeah, sure, you can have some time down here. Should probably actually check on my customers.
Go look at Horace's dysfunction.
Thinking about it.
I think I'm just him for moral support. I don't want to bully a man.
So, are you heading back upstairs, or are you just staying down?
He asked for time alone with the guy.
Oh. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll do a real fun. I find myself, narrow my eyes at the guy, do the like point to my eyes, point to the guy, point to my eyes, point to the guy as I'm walking away thing,
Classic.
and walk away.
Chef's kiss.
Perfect.
Now, is there a room and then like a stairwell, or is the door
It's
to this
just a
place
ladder.
a cellar
Yeah,
door?
it's just like a ladder going up to the
Oh.
main level.
I'm going to narrow my eyes at the guy, leave, but the instant that I shut that shutter door, my head is against it. And I would like to make a perception check.
Absolutely.
If you hear a vibrating noise, get away from the door.
As soon as the ladder is closed, I'm going to turn to him, and I'm going to pull up my necklace, my holy symbol. And who said they were forbidden?
It's the worst kind of scum that pals around with the same kind of people that would put a sword in you if they knew who your god was.
I'm gonna take like a little barrel and bring it up neck in front of him and take off my helmet. And technically, I'm not alive.
You've had your helmet off before around him, right? When you were watching
Yes.
him sleep. So this probably
Yes.
isn't like a shock to him. But
So, why are you trying to resurrect a god that technically is still alive? Or bring back? They're still here.
the gods are unwelcome here.
The
And
humans have their stupid rules.
our purpose is to fix the sin of this kingdom's past, which was to rise up against the gods in the first place. And it's a sign of graciousness that the gods didn't take more part in the war themselves, and that they abided by whichever mortals ended up winning, which is the scum that runs this kingdom now.
Same could be said of the elves.
You say
They still have
elves?
that. Yes.
Man, if this guy was here, I'd welcome him to the elf continent because they don't give a shit.
They really don't. Like they have their own pantheon, but the gods that are forbidden in Farideh are known as the elder gods in the elven kingdoms, even the dwarven kingdoms. It's really just a human kingdom specific way of viewing them because of all the unpleasantness.
You could
Because of all the death and sacrifices?
The
Weird.
unpleasantness,
Yeah.
quote unquote, the unpleasantness.
But like ultimately, so like where the cultist is coming from is it be like if the gods were like chilling on Mount Olympus and then all of a sudden just all of Greece was taken over by someone else who was like, all those gods on Mount Olympus fucking suck, and no one is allowed to worship them anymore. Like, doesn't make them no longer on Mount Olympus, but they probably don't come down and hang out with people. And so this cult is like literally just about not resurrecting gods, but like bringing them back to the land they used to occupy. Because now it's like, who the fuck knows where they are?
technically they're still here.
Yeah.
Especially for Fenrir.
Right. And there's also like a difference between like their power might stretch here without them physically manifesting here.
Oh, hey,
But
can I pop my head back in for a second?
I don't see why not. You have to move Loraz's head out of the way.
Hey,
Prevent him
Fenrir,
from
keep
pushing you.
asking. Do me a favor and ask him about because he was saying something about forbidden gods earlier. Ask him about like their names, would you, please? Thank you, and I'll pop my head back out.
If Fenrir had a bridge for his nose, he'd be rubbing it right now.
She's not listening in. She has
Just rubs the front of
all
his
I've been talking about at this point. She just knows he mentioned it earlier, and she's just completely tuned out, sharpening her bone.
How much of that conversation am I hearing?
I'd say most of it. You probably don't hear as much of Fenrir's responses because he's kind of talking in a quieter tone, but you definitely hear probably all of the cultist's answers to Fenrir because he's just talking very passionately and loudly at Fenrir, and Fenrir, you would also know as far as what gods
Which ones are forbidden, what not?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just really wants info on like the specific ones.
Bear can definitely tell you.
So.
yeah.
But yeah, she
So-
heard none of your conversation and is just so totally tuned out.
So you know that there are 5 kind of main gods of the draconic / elder / forbidden pantheon.
Yeah.
There's Akra, who is the god of fire, sometimes called the Destroyer. He would be, if there weren't better gods for this, he'd also be like a god of the forge, or those who use fire for their crafts, like blacksmiths and other metalworkers. There's
The two
How do you
that
spell that, Acra?
I'll put it in chat, but yeah.
Please do.
Fantasy Tortuga.
there's
Yeah.
Aerith, goddess of death.
Yeah.
And then
Just copy and paste all the notes you have about the gods and what they're doing and what their plans are.
and how do you pronounce that other one? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, there's Varith, goddess of death, gatekeeper of the underworld, Zervia, goddess of life.
That was just God.
Yeah.
Dude. That's what you said.
So those are the main ones that you would know, and there are some kind of minor gods as well. Well, not like, some are minor, some are probably would be considered major gods, but they're not. They didn't have like dedicated temples in the city. They're probably technically also forbidden, but they didn't have the previous following as those 5 did. Like it'd be like how Cupid's technically like an actual god, but like no one is like worshiping Cupid.
No one
Like,
acknowledges it
yeah, it's like
Why not?
because Aphrodite
because people don't know the
exists.
history.
Aphrodite is lustful. Cupid is love.
Yeah.
Never mind. I see why she's more popular.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I'm just thinking with my dick.
Eddie, what? Sorry. What? Yeah. Yeah.
so,
Super hot chick or baby with a bow and arrow. Yeah.
technically,
Those are cherubs.
he wasn't
though.
really a baby.
Yeah.
One of the things that
No, he's
I
a
didn't
baby as far as I'm
quite
concerned.
realize
What a
about
child.
Greek mythology is just how many of the gods and goddesses like are a god of something and then also war. like, which makes me respect Ares so much less, because it's like everyone else like has a hand in it. Like Athena's like the goddess of wisdom, and then like also war, but like specifically tactical war. Like I'm smart, like generals like Athena. Like literally, it's like Ares was the god of berserkers and like bloodlust, and it's
I
like
respect it.
even Apollo had a finger and like a foot in the war kind of thing, and it's just like I didn't really realize that till I started taking more classics classes. But it's like everyone is a god of something, but also war, and then there's just Ares who's just a god of war.
Some people just love that one
He
thing.
just draws the
He
draws power from
he was just like
bloodshed.
I found something I liked and I decided to stick with it.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
No
He's just the
multi-classing
god
for
of
him.
bloodshed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Ares is
That's what.
barbarian
That's what.
through and through.
Yeah.
Again, I respect it for reasons.
I will say, and granted, this is colored by Homer as the author, but in the Iliad, no one likes Ares, especially Zeus.
Fair.
Like he
It's just
literally
something.
gets like disemboweled by Diomedes, and he goes back to Mount Olympus to be healed. And Zeus is like, "I literally don't hate anything more than I hate you. You've been trying to play both sides of this war. Just sit in the corner and heal slowly, you stupid asshole."
It's like talking to my mother.
And it's just like, cool, cool, cool. Everyone hates him. But I love the Iliad. I should reread that soon. That'll give me more ideas about this campaign. But anyways, yeah, so those are the gods that they are more than likely trying to bring back. Um, I'm going to ask for a religion check from you, Fenrir.
It is a 12.
Realistically, any one of them could probably be what Duchess is asking about. But I guess I'm gonna make an assumption as a DM. Duchess, you're asking for your cult. Well, your ex
Yeah,
cult.
I want to know. I'm curious now.
So, based off of what you've learned of Duchess's past, um, you are more inclined to think it's either Acra, Kriv, potentially Balasar. Um, Probably not Vareth or Zervia. If she's asking about a specific god who might be behind the unpleasantness from her homeland. Those would probably be the three, and it's probably mostly between Acra or Kriv.
Yeah, because mainly the two that he worships. Sorry, spoilers. Definitely do not really care for what people do.
Pretty much your whole deal has been striking a good balance, death and life being two sides of the same coin, and how they are both necessary parts of all creatures' existence.
Yeah.
And you have not been smote. You've not had your powers taken away, so you have to imagine that they agree with the way you're utilizing your powers, so you can't imagine that if they were desperate to lord over this land, maybe they'd, send you a text or something. Like, hey.
They probably, instead of these vague feelings, probably send
Yeah.
a bunch
Be
more.
like, you should start killing everyone and raising the dead so that my army of zombies can take over the world, would be maybe a text message you'd receive if that were something they wanted to accomplish.
I don't think that's what they.
Yeah. It just doesn't really seem like them.
However, the other three, I do not know. I'm just going to look at the bandit. I'm going to put back on my helmet and tuck away my holy symbol. How many people have you killed?
Not enough. The past few times, as soon as they saw a dragon coming towards them, they just immediately started running. All we got was loot.
That's how many fled. How many ran? How many died by y'all's hands?
It kind of thinks for a moment. I don't know.
Too many to count.
Yeah, I wish. There's a band of travelers fought back once, maybe 4 of them. There were some people in town before we had to move out because the Avatar couldn't control his shifting. We just kind of went where the priest directed us.
Oh, fuck.
If people stumbled on us and decided to fight instead of run, then they kind of killed themselves, didn't they?
I assume you tell us all of this afterwards?
I am. But
Okay. Cool.
now that I have my helmet back on, I'm going to look at him with my glowing eyes and be like, maybe better judge you at the gates. I'm just going to walk up behind him with my the lich bolt still ready. I'm going to chop till he's dead.
Fantastic. Yeah, he kind of screams out like once before all the kind of wounds
Depending on how many
take.
people he killed, I was going to make it last a lot longer.
Yeah. You definitely know that he wanted to kill more. The number of people he killed is definitely not low because of his choices.
Yeah, so I'd probably try to make it last a little bit.
Yeah.
Not give him a quick death.
Yeah, and y'all definitely probably hear the end of the interrogation.
I probably smell it too.
Yeah. But yeah, we take
I'm gonna be
care of
dragging.
that.
Yeah, have him slipped over my shoulder and walking out the door.
Okay. So you tell us about this. So you tell us about this. I'm gonna kind of butt in here for a second. Um, you said he said Avatar.
It was the man who basically transformed into a dragon. Yes.
Right. That's bad because that is a direct proxy of a
I
god.
think they were more so
And it's
So we may
also
be needing
was a
to
avatar.
keep an eye out.
it's also worth mentioning that what they think is true might not necessarily be true, because
Yeah.
that is a good
Right.
point where an actual avatar of a god would
Be a direct
well
proxy.
probably
actually
would not
communicating.
have fallen to a party of
Been so
cold
easy to
force.
kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like in Wheel of Time where you've got a bunch of false dragons, right? Like
Yeah.
various levels of strength. Also, the main difference is you might actually run into real ones, and it might not just be a single proxy. But yeah, they definitely viewed him as one, and you definitely can safely assume that he ate uh, what you must have be ripe fruit, right? That because there wasn't any growing on the tree yet. So he was definitely chosen above all the others, and they clearly thought that meant he was blessed by Acra himself, but not enough. So, but
They would also be in direct contact with the god. So
right, that's another point. Like if they had an actual avatar, they probably wouldn't need priests to be directing their movements.
yeah,
But
Right.
he
But
would just
just
but yes, if eventually this fruit can bring about an avatar of a god, then yeah, that's not great. And it could be something like that where the priests are meant to facilitate that, and this was a first attempt at bringing a part of Acra back into this part of the world to kind of physically manifest him in this way. Um, but yes, definitely not great. Um,
no. Mostly because my little cult brain just kind of went, "Oh shit!"
yeah, cults are cults are bad, especially the ones that apparently just want to bring about apocalypses for whatever reason.
yeah,
Real
Bitter's just
bad.
taking him out and burying him in an unmarked grave.
That works. And we will probably stop here tonight. Um,
Before we stop, can I ask Dirk real quick if he can describe the person who brought my Blood Hunter bundle?
yeah.
Was it
He would probably describe what it would be like how your order would send messengers, whether that's a specific person within the order. I don't know if I've decided this yet, or if they use a specific kind of messenger service, but it wouldn't have been Tommen. He wouldn't have
right?
delivered it himself. So it realistically, for something like this, there's probably a specific uh, like not rank, but obligation within the order. This is who they fill. So it's like they're not hunters. They're part of the like they maybe got through like the first stage of initiation before failing, and so they're like part of like the auxiliary of the order that
Right.
handle uh sending messages or uh assisting the cooking staff, like actually doing non-hunter activities like all the um, workers that keep the order running. So it's probably one of them that he would have seen drop off the sword for you.
Okay.
And that'd be a good thing for me to flesh out. when I'm not
Probably.
when I'm not deciding when elves fuck, I'll finish.
Dragons.
Yeah,
Or
or
dragons.
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 I'll finish fleshing out everyone's um, peripheral backstories. There we go.
Coming up next week on